been a while since we talked. I know there's reasons that we stopped, but can we forget about them now? Would you hate me for reaching out? 'Cause I swear no one understands me like you do. It isn't fair after everything I put you through. You were there when my heart was broken, black and blue. And I don't know what to do. 'Cause I miss you. Oh, I miss you. There's no other way to say it. Not sure my heart can take it. I miss you. Oh, I miss you.
was actually like I ended up not relaxing and not doing content. So it was like the worst of both worlds, you know? It was actually really, really bad. But we learn life lessons, you know? Cause like what better than some life lessons while you travel, right? Hi Jojo. I'm back home. Yeah, but here's the thing. After being in such chaotic cities, coming back home, I was like, wow, LA is actually really peaceful. And the contrast, or rather, like when you put yourself in an even busier and more chaotic environment, and then you come home, it's almost like it's a little bit more relaxing. Because LA was starting to feel like not as relaxing. And so then it was kind of like I went to a less relaxing place. So now, by comparison, LA feels slightly more relaxing, you know? I go, hello. Yeah, and I don't know why, but my jet lag hit me so hard. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I think like maybe I came back and then there was also the daylight savings or something. And it was just it was just I feel like my sleep schedule like I slept early. I came back home at night. I slept early. I woke up early. It was like 5 6 a.m. Never really woke up then ever. And then I like went about my day and then I pulled an all-nighter because I couldn't sleep even though I woke up super super early. So I pulled an all-nighter. I basically did not sleep for over 24 to like almost 48 hours because my body was going haywire, and then I proceeded to just like die. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with my body, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was in three different cities. I was in Bangkok, and then I was in Saigon, and then Hanoi. But I also did the loop. So it was kind of like not relaxing. If you know anything about these cities, there's just a lot, they're very lively cities. They're not really places you go to relax unless if you just like decide to chill at your hotel. But if you're in a city, you're kind of like doing things. Or I always feel the pressure to kind of go out and do stuff. And if you just look at some of my VODs, I kind of told the stories of everything that went wrong. I think like it was literally Murphy's Law or whatever. Everything that went wrong, that could have gone wrong, went wrong. But you know, we survived and now we're here. Yeah, hi Witty. All inclusive resort. Maybe that's what I need to do. But the thing is, I feel like I don't like the food at the all inclusives. It makes me kind of force myself to overeat, and then I don't really enjoy the food, and then I eat more. I did get to shop, which is great. I decided not to go to the beach places though, because there's limited time. There was zero planning. I'm never doing that again. I thought I could just be whimsical and leave. That was not it. Hi Greg. No, unfortunately, I'm here. Oh wait. I have something for you guys to redeem actually. Are in Southeast Asia. Well, no, yeah, it was fine. Like it wasn't like I don't dislike cities, right? But it was I don't know why. I was like, oh, when I'm traveling, I'm thinking of taking a vacation. But international travel and you don't actually go to like beach towns or some places a little bit more quiet, it's not very relaxing. Yeah. I know, right? So I was like, you know, by contrast, LA is very peaceful. I was like, because I was like, I came back and I was like, wow, there's so much space on the roads. You don't just have like random cars parked on the sidewalk and like a bunch of mopeds kind of like jamming into you, you know? And like there's just more space for people to travel around. I was like, wow, everything's just wide in America. Like Asia and the traffic in Bangkok, so bad. I complain. I hate LA traffic. LA traffic's awful. I don't even drive that much. But then like if you're out all the time in Asia, it's insane. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think honestly, Brian, I'm kind of down for the Philippines. I think if I travel again, I'm just gonna go beach to beach to beach to beach. Every beach in every country, no cities. Beach, beach, beach. I'm gonna be so tan. Beach, 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 beach. My suitcase just bikinis, and then maybe like a towel. I don't know. Did you have to get more cash for hidden fees? Let me think. When after the last time, I was running pretty low on cash. I think luckily did make it back with no extra fees. Yeah, freaking Murphy might be okay in Vietnam though. True, but you know, like Vietnam food is just so good. I would not want to stay at a resort and eat. Like there's so much good food out there, and it's like at such good pricing that I feel like I have to leave, or I just order from Grab and get some good stuff. I feel like paying premium for like a really high end resort when you have so much good street food is kind of blasphemous. Diving on boats are they're all inclusive. Oh, I don't know if I like being on a boat though. I did not like being on a cruise, but I had a really awful cruise experience. Hi Dow. Hamlet. Or is this a green screen? This is a green screen. How about zero planning, but someone else plans, so you do zero planning, just remember happily go along. If they're only if they're good planners. Some people are not good planners, all right? You have to go with people that are good planners. If they're not good planners, then everything is like chaotic. I'm back. How are you, Ali? What was the highlight of the trip? Give me a second. Oh, wait, I have stories actually. Um the highlight is life. But okay, I'm not trying to sound like it was like really awful. It was just definitely very chaotic. It was a little bit more chaotic than I would have liked, and I wish I had a little bit more time to not be chaotic. Back in my own bed. Oh, the bed's great. Okay, actually, here's the other thing. My allergies cleared up when I left overseas. Pretty much when I came back. Thanks, Woody. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. But when I came back, my hives started coming back. Oh my god, Ali, I don't know if you know, but like I've been ever since like January, guys, I've been getting hives. And I don't know what it is. I'm a decently clean person. I have like vacuumed, I've like washed everything 5 million times. I've like stopped using scented laundry detergent. Yeah, but I'm like always stressed. I'm like ever like not stressed, right? So like I don't think there's anything different. I like changed my air filters. I've changed all my filters here, and then I don't know. Yeah, I have like unscented. I don't use any more scents anymore. I don't wear like perfume. I don't like do anything. Just all my stuff is like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened because I've lived in this apartment for 2 years and I was fine, and all of a sudden, I'm actually getting hives again. I don't have a shower water filter. Is that what it is? I was thinking about that too. Oh, really? But what's crazy is that I've been here for 2 years, so I'm kind of surprised that. I mean, maybe it is because I don't come from a place of hard water. We survived Vegas, more or less. And then maybe over the years I've gotten the water has been killing me, and the air perhaps. Yeah, they do. Whenever I take a Claritin, I'm good. But I've been trying not to. Thank you. Thanks for the T1. Welcome, welcome. So I don't know, maybe. And like I've just like the hives are so bad. I've taken some pictures of it, but I can't show you guys because they're in like some private areas. But yeah. So I thought it was just bugs biting me at first. I was like, wait, I maybe have bed bugs or like whatever. It's not. It's just hives. The minute I got to Asia, my allergies cleared. It was fine. And like Asia is crazy too. Asia has like crazy pollution. It's like, I don't know. So I'm not sure. Yeah, but if you see me scratching, it's because my hives are slowly coming back. Hyro, thanks for the prime. Welcome back for 29 months. Yeah, I was very shocked too. I was like, no, I thought it went away. And I cleaned my place again. So I don't know what's going on with me. On passes? No, I mean, you guys wouldn't want to see that. It just looks bad. It just looks really, really bad. But yeah, oh guys, another thing. Okay, here's something about Vietnam too. Let me tell you about something. So Vietnam, like they run some scams, right? Like, so if I already told you guys, they really love the 5-star reviews on Google. So don't trust every review you see, right? So in the South, when I was in Saigon, right? They like this thing where they'll take your phone and be like, hey, 5 stars, and then you get, because like they're like, oh, can we see if you do 5 stars, blah 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 blah. You can do all this stuff. Wait, thank you so much. I'm like not even on beat. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. Thank you. Yes. Scam recognizes real. But I think it's like really, really rampant. Way more in Vietnam, right? So we're even like, it's a 5-star review. Oh my god, you see that? Even like the 5-star reviews, they like they're really not that great. So then, yeah. Oh really? I haven't experienced that. So then, but you know what's even worse? So when I was in Hanoi, right? When I was in Hanoi, they start using their employees as like a way to guilt trip you. I'll tell you something that happened. So like in one of my hotels, right? The power went out and I was like, this is weird. And so I, called and I was like, hey, the power is out. And it went out a few times. And they sent someone to fix it. Every single time, like, something would happen where, like, I don't know, the lights would just, like, everything would stop working. And then they told us the next day, right? I was like, they told us, like, well, they told me, like, when I was checking out, and I was like, yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but they were like, thank you! Thanks for gifting 5 subs! Thank you. I appreciate it. If you guys have gifted, make sure to say thank you to Jambalaya. Thank you so much for the hype train, too. Thank you. So, the next day, I was checking out, and they were like, yeah, so we looked at the cameras, and there was, like, an Indian family. And I was like, that's really random. And they're like, some things might have been lost in translation, but they're like, yeah, there's, like, this Indian family, and they were just in the hallway, and they were flipping the switches of the breaker. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. And there's like, yeah, and then he was like I'm really apologetic about it, like, I'm so sorry, and like, it's our fault as staff for not controlling them. And I was like, no, it's okay, I don't really know why I was like, no, it's not your fault, like I don't know why they did that, but it's not your fault. Right? Yeah, it was like really random. They're like, and then I was like, yeah, no, like, it's okay. I mean yeah, I was like, yeah, that's really random, but it's not your fault. You can't like force people to like not touch things, right? I don't know. Ghost, thank you so much for the T3. Welcome back for 84 months. Thank you. Anyway, I don't know, right? And then he was saying, he's like, yeah, as an apology, he gave me a water, and I was like, thanks. And then he's like, yeah, we felt bad. I was like, oh, so was it like everyone's power went out? And he's like, no, just your floor. And I was like, great. Of course, of all the floors, right? It was my floor that I was staying on. Yeah, I know. They gave me a water, which is like poisoning me, right? So I was like, I guess they want me out. Yeah. And then he was like, yeah. So like, I was like, yeah, that's like fine, whatever. And then he was like, yes, but like, I know you booked with us online. Like, if you can make sure you can give us a 5-star review. Like, my name is Bob. It wasn't Bob, but my name is Bob. Like, please don't give us a negative review, because we workers here, we aren't salaried. Like, we don't get salary. If someone gives us a bad review, we won't get paid. And I was like, That's not very good, right? And so I don't know if that's actually true or not, but like, or if it's actually a scheme between like the hotel owner and like the workers. Thing is, I do think employment practices in Vietnam are not the greatest. They don't really protect workers that much, you know? But I have heard this, like, there's different instances where there 100% is corruption. I just don't know on which side, you know? They don't need protection? You don't think so? Are you sure? I feel so bad. Well, like, cause the thing is, like, I was like, I'm not gonna fake a review. Just, you know, I'm not gonna mention you either. Like, the thing is, I don't think it's the staff's fault. Like, for the electrical breakers or whatever. Like, even if it was bad, it's just a bad hotel. It's not. The workers aren't in charge of maintenance, right? Thank you so much for gifting 10 subs. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I just, but like, I just don't want any. I don't want them to lose their jobs either. You know. So I don't really know, but I will. I was just like, but it was just very very odd, right? You don't do reviews, yeah, but how much is true? Because okay, because like there was another instance where like I complained about something, and they made me take they the management made the worker take out of pocket money to refund me. And I was like, well, I don't want you to get blamed. I want the company to be blamed, right? Because like I think it's like overall, right? It's like some, yeah, that's why I was like, I don't feel like that's right either. Yeah, right. And I was like, I feel conflicted because while I did not get the best experience, and like I don't complain about much, right? So this is definitely something I was like, you know, I did pay a lot for this, so, and it wasn't what was promised to me. So I was trying to have to gaslight it. I'm telling you, like, but this is like different companies, right? And like I don't know, things just happen, and I was like, I'm probably getting scammed, but like I'm gonna hold my own because, you know, they didn't even reimburse me that much. I mean, it's good for like for the dongs, you know, it goes very far in Vietnam, but it was like thank you so much for gifting 5. So I'm just like so curious if there's anyone who knows what's going on over there. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. I don't know if anything is like legit or like what's not legit. Yes, that's what it's called. I'm back. Yes, yes, yes. I'm alive, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately. So it was a little bit confusing for me, but that was like something that like stuck out to me, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm usually too lazy to do reviews anyway. But I did want to do like honest reviews. I'm also like wondering too, cause too late to stress over it now. That's true. Recap on the end of the trip. There wasn't too much. I think I gave you guys most of the spiel at the beginning, and then there's just a little bit of weirdness at the end. And then now I'm like, I don't know what's going on there. But I will say this, I don't know if I got unlucky with the places I picked this time around, but I would run out of hot water really fast. like I stayed at multiple Airbnbs and multiple hotels. Obviously the really nice ones, the water is fine. But a lot of buildings, when you have ones that have like separate water heaters that you have to, I do not. I take like 15-minute showers max. Yeah. But it would be like, I would turn it on. It would be like burning hot. And then you turn it down and it becomes really, really cold. And then after it becomes really, really cold, it like never warms up again. But whenever you turn it on, it always blasts you with like super hot water for some reason. I don't know what that is. But it happened to me when I was in Bangkok. And then it happened to me again all over Vietnam. It's so bad, yeah. So I was like, but I know a lot of buildings are older, and I was like, huh, maybe I got unlucky this time. But the other times, if you stay at a decent hotel, it's fine. But that other hotel that was like, hey, there's this random Indian family touching the breakers in the hallway. That one also like was very odd. That one definitely had water issues for sure. Yeah, it empties. I guess so. And then I'm just like in basically bathing in like super super cold water. No, I don't think they're 5-star hotels. I did some Airbnb and some hotel. Thomas, thank you so much for the resale. Welcome back for 38 months. These are actually yes, I did get these. These are my new glasses. I found these frames when I was in Thailand. It's by Owndays. They give you a free eye exam, and they got these done for me in an hour. Kind of crazy. They gave me this. It's like collapsible, so if you don't want to use it, you can just close it like this. And then you can just make a box. That's true. I wanted to take a look at gins as well. Costco gives you those? I never found the frame I like at Costco. But overall, they weren't cheap. But they weren't like super expensive. I feel like they were like 100 something. I think. I like them, and I want to see if I can find a different pair too. Thank you. It's really hard to find good glasses. It's really hard to find good glasses. With the prescription. I think I feel like they include it with your pricing. I think it's 100 something. I don't remember. Like 100. I have to look at the conversion. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for the T1. Welcome back for 13 months. Thank you. Thank you. What else? But then overall, yeah, I don't know. So maybe to be safe, it's just better to stay in hotels than Airbnb. I don't think I had any issues with. Oh, that's crazy. I stayed at hostels when I was in Bangkok the first time. I had no issues with water in hostels. It's crazy that I'm getting issues with water in Airbnbs and not hostels. Oh, level 7 hype train. Thank you guys. Have any memorable food? I don't remember if I tried anything. I don't know if I tried anything like too new this time. Oh, I was gonna show you guys, but I ate it all. I bought 1.1 kilograms of coconut. It was in this bag, and now it's all gone. And now it just looks like crack. It is crack, though. I ate it all. You know, like the dried coconut candy? Yeah. I ate it, and then I was gonna be like, ooh, I was gonna show you guys, but I ate it all. And it is 100% coconut. Well, it's the pandan version. Cause okay, listen, I was searching all over the streets of Vietnam for this, right? Cause crazy enough, they have like coconut snacks, but they don't actually just have the dried coconut. It was pretty difficult to find. So I went to so many different stalls. They'll sell like coconut coffee, coconut jellies, coconut candy, but not dried coconut, which with sugar. And I don't know, I guess I'm the only person who really likes this stuff because I found one lady. Well, I found two ladies, but I found one lady, right? Getting US, it's really hard to find because the ones here, they're all like the dehydrated ones. So I don't know. So then anyway, I found this lady, right? And I was just gonna get the white one, which is just a regular coconut. But then she was like giving me a bunch of other ones to try, and I was like, she knew what she was doing. Because once I ate the green one, I was like, wow, my eyes widened, you know? And it was so good. I was like, oh, this? She's like, she's like, other one? This one? And I was like, wow, food is just universal language. Anyway, she sold me on the bag. It is, but it tastes so much better, Kev. I don't know what it is. I was like, wow, that actually tastes way better. Alright, Tet. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, but there's no way you just eat it for Tet. Can't you eat it? Why can't you eat it like every day of the year if you want to? And so I was like, surely it should be discounted because Tet's over. No one's eating this, right? So anyway, it was still kind of expensive. By expensive, it was 200,000 dongs. So that's like 8 USD. I tried to negotiate. She I negotiated from $10 to $8. Yeah. When I get back, I think maybe, I don't know how long it's been. Feels like a while, but my sleep schedule's been really bad because I slept early, I woke up early, and then I pulled an all-nighter because I couldn't sleep. So I wouldn't sleep for like 48 hours, and then my body was just fritzing out. So then I would like sleep at like 5 a.m. I would like sleep at like 5 a.m. and then I would like... No, I tried to force myself. I even went to the gym. And so my body has just been going crazy. And then after that, I died. My body was like, why did you do that? No, 5 a.m. is like not that normal. Usually we're sleeping before then, you know? And then I would somehow pass out at like 4 p.m. I'll be like, oh, I can stream by my normal. I'm just gonna take a quick nap. And then I would wake up at 10:30. So I missed all the times. So instead of making content on stream, I just made my content off stream. You know what? I planned my content, right? So I was gonna stream for you guys. I was gonna make the Dubai chocolate. I just did it off stream. I was like, you know what? I haven't had in a while because I was in Asia, a burger. So you know what I did? I bought burger ingredients and I made a burger. Without you guys, not on stream, because by the time I woke up, it was a very weird hour, and I was like, yeah. But I'll show you guys. Well, anyway, all right. So for my T3s and stuff, if you guys can do exclamation gift, I'm gonna be sending you guys some stuff. This was stuff that I meant to do like beforehand. Yes, would you like to see my new... It's not much. It's just a little fun thing. Hey, let me say the trigger word. Merch? 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 Who wants merch? It's not really merch though. Alright. Merch? 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 You supported, yeah. You know, actually, this is both inspired first most by Panda, and then Useful actually helped me create this. So let me show you guys what it is. You see this? This wasn't exactly how it was supposed to turn out. This is a car freshener. So you can, and I cut it out because I said die cut, but they made it a gigantic circle, right? But I thought this was so funny. It says, but did you die? And imagine you hang it in your car. I cut it though, because I didn't like the circle, but you can keep it as a circle or not. So thank you to Useful and thank you to Panda for the inspo. I think it's so funny. And it's an air freshener. But I got the scent Hawaii and it smells... Bro, I don't know. I was like, what? People are like, wow, this scent is so great. It is not great. I don't like how it smells. So I would just like air this out and then spray your own cologne on it. Yeah. So if you would like to redeem this, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this. You guys can either redeem it or you can also purchase it for $15. Put on strangers' cars? No. I was thinking about using, but I thought this was gonna be a popular scent. This is more expensive too than if I did like unscented. No. It's for your car. I cut this. You can cut it. So it's a car freshener. And I thought it was funny. Well, Brian, if you're T3, you don't have to buy. You just tell me your address. If you would like to buy, or if you want extras, if you want more than one, if you want a circular or you want to cut it yourself. Can it come pre-cut? You want me to cut it for you? You just use scissors. Yeah, because I said die cut, but I think because of the way it was made, it did the whole circle. And I couldn't send it back. You don't have a car though? It's okay, you just hang it on your microphone and you can smell Hawaii, or what they think Hawaii is supposed to smell like. I don't like the scent. Maybe you guys will like the scent. I feel like I should have gone for like vanilla or something. You might try to cut it. No, it was supposed to, I said like around, you know? On a, I don't know. I have my inspiration. There is no why. Just like random ideas will hit me and be like, this would be funny. I was like, this would be funny. Wouldn't this be funny? And then, yeah. Oh, give them out. Sure. So if you want this, please let me know. I also, if you guys do exclamation gift again, if there are people who supported me, I have the Polaroid. So if you guys want to redeem this, I will also be mailing out the Polaroids. And for my top contributors, I have a care package, which is going to include what I made off stream. Let me BRB and show you guys. Especially with that quote. Anyway, it's just for the real ones, you know? This is for the real ones who get it. If you know, you know. When did we earn these? It was just a thing. I mean, this was just, I just really wanted to show my appreciation because a lot of you guys have just supported me for so long. And I was feeling generous. As generous as I could be, which I thought was this. This is how I show my appreciation. Well, I mean, it is, but like, I think it's funny. And yeah, it's pretty funny. I think if you guys want to redeem it, let me know. Yeah, let me know if you want to. And then I'm making a care package for my top contributors. I made these. I was gonna make it on stream like before for Valentine's Day, and then I didn't. But this is also very, very laborious. If anyone has tried to make it themselves, you know, like, it is not fun. I don't know. I will contact the people on top, or it will just be a surprise package. Yes. It will just be a surprise package that shows up. But this is the Dubai cookies. I made these. Yeah, unfortunately, I will only be able to mail this to people in the US because it's to die for, yeah, and then you get this along with your package. Thank you, Brian, for the dono. I appreciate it. Do I accept Amazon gifts? Yes, yes, I do. Oh my gosh. Amazon caught me, by the way. Amazon caught me. I buy a lot from Amazon, like a lot. But I also return a decent amount because I buy a bunch of stuff that, like clothes and stuff, and I try it if it's not my size. I'll buy like 2 of the same thing, and then and then return like 1 or like whichever's that don't fit or like don't look good. So like now they caught me. I have like they're like, if you want to return stuff, there's a return fee, and I'm like, I feel like I get it, but like I pay like an annual membership for Amazon. They start leaving alone the returns? Really? But I do buy a lot, cause I think like as a streamer, I just buy so many random supplies at random times. Hi X's. Yeah, that's a risk I'll have to take. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I can sign the stickers too, but I was like, I kept them in the package because this to preserve the scent. Do the more difficult? Oh. Yeah, what happened to try first and pay later? Just call them? Oh, well, it's fine. I think I'll just maybe slow down on my ordering if I don't have to. Oh, golf. This is so funny. It smells like Hawaii. It's supposed to. You're getting a package? Well, if you're T3 and you like supported me during, just let me know what I owe you, because I'm pretty sure I owe you guys, and the thing is, my memory, I can't remember. So if you just let me know. I know I owe Polaroids from probably for my birthday one, and then I think for the partner push too. Your memory's oh god. No. Help. I think you definitely golf, you definitely get like a Polaroid for sure. No, wait, not. No! This is so bad. No, Brian, I can still ship it to. I mean, I can't ship baked goods to you, but I can still ship like this. Yeah. I mean, I would just take a gander that if you guys are T3, you for sure get one. No need to stress. That's good, that's good. But I do want to give, I mean, if you guys want one. This is just an offer for you guys. It is, isn't it? I just think it's so funny. Yeah, I think I definitely for sure. I guess I could go back and like review like the donations from months ago. No math. I know, I was like, guys, no math this time. We got this. No, no, no. If you don't want me to stress, just tell me what I can give to you guys. Tell me what I owe you guys. So I can send it to you guys before I forget again. Oh, thank you. My firstborn child. Ooh, I mean, I don't know if that's gonna happen. As for the world, don't do it. Okay, sorry. Within the realm of what I said I would give you guys. Like, what do I owe you for people who supported the Polaroids? These are just called even? Oh no, this is so bad. Cause I was like, okay, if I'm gonna mail these out to you guys, I'm just gonna mail the Polaroids at the same time. So none of us know. I don't know that. Yeah. I'll be mindful of different things. Surprise package for everyone, but you get this, and you get the Polaroid. But yes, feel free to DM, send me. I guess I'll make a Discord announcement too. Here, let me model this for you guys, so you guys know if you want one, you can claim one. No, don't. My memory, guys, has been going. I fear my memory has been going kaput. Like, you know what happened the other day? I was like, I looked at my bed and I was like, I made my bed. I like did not remember making my bed. I was like, I made my bed. Yeah, and then there's like other things too. I was like, did I wash my hands? Did I brush my teeth? I don't remember. But then I would like smell my hand. I was like, oh, it smells like soap. But it's really bad. Like, I don't know what's going on. I just can't remember things. Your early Alzheimer's? I don't know. My grandma has Alzheimer's. And she's a very young grandma. So it's possible. Yeah, because I will always, as my nail tech said, not my Vietnam one, but my other nail tech. She says, "Don't be a nasty, you know. Wash your hands. Don't be a nasty." Perhaps, perhaps has been bad since COVID. That's true, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not like this absent-minded, but I've been more absent-minded recently. And I was like, when did I make my bed? And then I'm like, starting to freak myself out because I start the gaslighting. I'm like, did I do this? I did this? I did this? When did I do this? I don't remember doing this. Hi, Fishy. Thank you. I've been alright. Oh, yes. And then Tom hit me. So after I started slowly recovering from jet lag, I am currently on Tom. Tom has been here for the past 2 days. And I am just so miserable on Tom. I think like I don't know what to tell you guys, but like Tom makes me want it myself. It's really bad. I think like if you guys have ever heard of like PMDD. Oh, sorry, not you, Thomas. The other Tom. for the time of the month, it's so bad. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, I get the case of like PMDD. Juicy. Yeah, the other Tom. And it just kicks my butt. It's fine after like a few days. After the first, I'm like, oh hey, I'm like normal now. It is pretty bad. Not you, Tom, the other Tom. But it's so miserable. I don't know like but PMDD actually starts like in your luteal phase. And it's like differing severity, right? So sometimes it actually is supposed to end right when you start your period. Some days it's like it goes through like the first 2 days of your period. Yeah. And so I've just been I think it just gives you like a lot of like dark thoughts, and I'm just like, this is not rational. Like I'm sitting there being like, life is so dark right now. And I'm like, but there's nothing wrong. There's actually legitimately nothing wrong. But I'm like, wow, things are just so dark. Play. I am. I'm better now. I went through the first 2 days and now I'm like, okay. But it's like I realized like it's been a recurring pattern. And then the pictures that I honestly didn't really take that many pictures. I'll be honest. I feel like I tried to take I took like pictures of my food, but not like good food pictures. I was like, I ate this, I ate this, I ate this. But not, it wasn't like very pretty pictures, and I didn't really take that many like scenic pictures. Yeah. I didn't really try this time. I think also like everything felt so chaotic. I feel like I didn't really get to just enjoy the scenery. If that makes sense. Not quite living in the moment. It was more like stressing in the moment. There wasn't even time to just like breathe and like take it all in. It was just like go. Like do this, go there, do this, go there, do this, see this, so do that. And I was like, I felt like I was like speed running everything. And not like, oh wow, the sights. Surviving in the moment. It was just the lights are off. That's kind of it though. And I've been feeling like this too. I haven't been really inspired by doing anything. Like I kind of had this content lined up, but I'm like thinking about any like the future content or anything, and I'm drawing a blank. My brain is blank. The brain fog is kind of fogging. I feel like all my creative stuff is going away, and I don't really know what to do. Adam, thanks so much for the Prime. Welcome back for 33 months. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, but we didn't die, so we're still good. It's like hot tub. I don't have a hot tub. Honestly, I don't know what people do in a hot tub for so long. So I've just been like in a rut. I don't really know what to do, what I want to do, what to stream. Everything just feels like the Vegas hot tub was crazy. I think I told you guys the first time I met Adam in person was in Vegas for like Level Up Expo. And then Adam and his friends got like a really sick Airbnb. It was actually a really nice Airbnb. And they had like a pool and a hot tub there. And so I was like chilling with everyone because we went out to get dinner or something. And yeah, and this hot tub had like jets. Had like jets and stuff, right? So I was like, everyone's just like sitting at the hot tub, and I was like, oh, I don't want to, like, I didn't bring a bathing suit, so I was just gonna sit at the edge of the tub and just like soak my feet or whatever. And then literally they're like, the guys are like, oh, let's go jump in the pool. The minute they all stood up, the minute they all stood up, the jet just like straight across into my body, right? It was insane because like with all the guys, I guess like the water level like was higher, right? So when they all got up at the same time, the water jet went like just sprayed me from across the wave. I was like, what? And I was like, so much for not so. I've never experienced that in my entire life. I was like, great, thanks guys. Yeah, I didn't know it would do that. I never experienced this. All according to plan. Right. Anyway, it was still really fun. Well, I mean, the Airbnb was actually really nice. It was like if I had time, I would probably book that Airbnb out if I wanted to do like hot tub content, which was what was suggested before. I was like, if I wanted a hot tub, I would go there. That's a really nice place to do hot tub stuff. Not water, but it was in a bad neighborhood. Was it? Why was it bad? Oh. I mean, I was only there for a short amount of time. It was that far from the convention center? I feel like it wasn't that far. Was a really nice hot tub. Yes, yeah. What was it? Oh, okay. I was like, east of Henderson is pretty far. Yeah, I don't know neighborhoods in Vegas actually, but apparently I think every place is a little bit sketchy. So I don't know. I'm thinking of things right now. We are there. True. That's true. But anyway, so I feel like this whole trip was just kind of really crazy in its own way. Um I don't think I have like much to comment on it actually. Like I have nothing. Like I don't think it was like super terrible, but it wasn't like a I had some stories and then I kind of like explored. Oh, thanks for the raid. You'll ever mentally recover from the trip? You know what, Greg? I think I actually haven't mentally recovered from July. Is that weird to say? I've been thinking about this. I think ever since my trip to New York and coming back, like I feel like I just never recovered from that. Is that strange to say? Thanks, Jam. How are you? There's like I think a small part of me died. I don't know how else to explain it. Like a small part of me died there and then like never came back. And it makes me a little bit sad, so I try not to think about it too much. What'd you learn and gain from your trip? Money solves a lot of problems. A lot of places are pay to win. But didn't die getting stabbed for tacos? Yeah, I don't know. Still feel burnout from then? I don't know. I mean, I think for those of you guys who are on like my, I don't know if you remember like my passes stream from way back when, where I was like telling you guys about things that were happening. I think like that shifted my perspective on people a lot, and I just like, oh, thank you, pay to win. Thanks, Jam. But I think like since then I've just been kind of like feeling like I want to mind my own business and just like chill, kind of do my own thing, and then what was about IRL pay to win? Oh. Yeah, if you're traveling, especially the Vietnam airport, just slip them a 20 here and there and you'll get through. It's honestly pay to win. Because like, yeah, they just want your money. If you want to skip lines and you want things to go a little faster, slip them a little cash here and there. It's definitely not on the books. It's very, very under the table. See, is it corrupt? Or is it just them getting their bag? Been in a funk? I don't know. I think like there's a small part of me that wasn't doing too great. And then like the whole family situation wasn't really helpful either. But I think that for some reason had such a big impact on me, and I don't know why. Like I don't know why it's just stayed with me since then. But I think it was like a buildup of things, and there's like that straw that broke the camel's back, the proverbial camel, right? And then because of that, it was just like all of this stuff that was like building, like there's like evidence of stuff building upon each other. I was like, okay, I don't like this. Yeah. And so that part kind of made me be like, okay, I think I'm not gonna participate in this anymore. Yeah, does that make sense, Greg? They're technically getting their bag already. Oh, I see. But it's kind of like if you were at Disney and you pay for Fast Pass versus like the regular line. If you have a government job, you're not allowed to get bribes / kickbacks. Well, have you guys heard of Emily? Have you guys heard of Emily? So I applied. So if you guys didn't know, if you want to travel to Vietnam, you guys need to get a visa, right? And so it doesn't take too long, but to be safe, I would apply like 2 weeks before. And I already did the process once and I got approved. But this time I used the same exact process and they didn't approve me. They're like, no, we need a different picture. And I was like, that's weird. They accepted this picture before, but they don't accept it this time. All right. So then I had to resubmit a picture, which I had to like go take and like do whatever. And then, yeah, but because it was coming up on their Tet holiday, I was like kind of scared. It was still maybe a week before they had their holiday, but it was getting really close. And then, yeah, so then I was like, okay, well, fingers crossed. I'm first gonna be in Thailand, so hopefully they approve me before I have to go there. I checked my email. I was like, oh wait, I got approved. Yay. And then my flight was the next day. Turns out I looked at the wrong date. I looked at my old visa that I got approved for. So that was my bad. Like I didn't like pay attention. I didn't like look that closely. Thanks, Ashiel. Thanks for the T3. Welcome back for 14 months. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I got to the airport. I check in, right? I'm about to like drop off my bags and they're like, "Oh, can I see your visa and passport?" I show them, right? They're like, "This is not the right visa. This is an old one." I was like, "What?" And I look at it again. I was like, "Oh my god, this is my old one." And so then cuz the thing is, their links are like so similar. They overlapped with each other. So then Tofu, oh my god, 100 months. Tofu, thanks so much for the T3. Welcome back for 100 months. Wow. I don't know. That number is crazy. 100. Thank you, Tofu. It is. Why do you say it? Like, what's with the dot dot dots?
Welcome home.
Thank you. Get their soul. Yeah. But I think Tofu is willing to hey, do you want you would you like this? Okay, yay! Yes, well, you get to redeem one. If you just give me your address, I will mail it to you. I will, fair warning, I don't like the smell. I just need a refresher because I don't know if people move or not, and it's always nice. Is it Is it what? Yeah, these are for my T3s, and if you would like to buy one, you can buy one for $15. I will mail this to you too. And put it oven shrinks? No. I cut this. I asked for die cut. They did not die cut this. They gave me a full cut. Oh my god. See these? See? My allergies are still going crazy. If you guys cannot tell. It's for your car, so you can have this dangling. Yeah, I thought it was so funny. You can have this dangling in your car as you drive. Isn't it great? I thought it was so funny. No, it smells like Hawaii. There was like a few scent options, and I picked Hawaii because people were like, "Wow, Hawaii smells so good." I don't know. I don't think it smells great, so I don't think it smells like Hawaii. But it's okay, you can find out. Because Tofu Katsu, if you would like, I can just mail them to you. And Mooney too, if you... you use them as earrings, yeah. Probably just smells like rain, you think so? It's supposed to... It's probably like pineapple and like... tropical fruits, but... very strong. I don't like it. It just smells like sweet. I think it's like pineapple and banana. I don't like banana. But if you like banana, I think it's okay. I think it's banana. Banana? Yeah, just DM me your address. DM me your addies. Why is it no, what do you mean it's getting worse? That's like candy runs? Oh. Yeah, so I guess Hawaii is Hawaii is just fruity? But did you die? Yeah, I don't like bananas. So hang out very safe. Oh, You know how like okay, wait, I don't know because I don't actually play. You know like a Valorant has like the Riot buddy or whatever dangling. You can dangle this as your Riot buddy or something. On your weapons. We got lost. Wait, how did you die? Everyone's gonna do that smelling. I didn't really think about that. Well, the scent is gonna waft, right? Like you can honestly, I can smell it through the plastic. I'll be jealous though. Well, you know, if you want extras, you can purchase extras and then distribute them, so they can also get one. They'll be like, "Who the heck is this? What's the lore behind? But did you die?" I don't really know. I think it was like, well, 3 days? What do you mean by 3 days? I ordered like a good stat. Let me like, I don't know how many. Like 30? 40? 30? 40? 50? 30? 40? 50? 30? Oh yeah, it was from my bake sales. Yeah, because I was like, but did you die? No one died. And then this is where it came from. And it's a quote. Yeah. So now we have repurposed it. So if you ever get my baked goods, but did you die? Is my life in general? That too. It's multi-purpose. It's open for interpretation. It's like if we were an AP Lit right now, I would be like, guys, look at this and interpret it. Give me your essays. Will we know? If they stop showing up, but I think everyone's been present so far. The raspberry cookies, good. Feels so, yeah, imagine you're driving, you're like, but did I die? I would know. I feel like I have an Excel sheet and it's enough to keep tabs on everyone. It's not like 5 million people have ordered from me, right? It's only like a handful of people. And I see them in chat and I'm like, oh, they're good. If they start missing after like 5 months or so, I know it's not because of me. Yeah. To Topgolf after? Exactly, lived. Everyone lived. I mean, hello? Why does it matter what detergent I use? That's right. I feel like one day I'm just gonna send a single cookie to Mooney. Then he's gonna have to try it at that point. You walk by this and you found the inside was his pepper spray. Not going. And like a pen. Uh-huh. Wait, is that the end of the story? Oh. Oh. Probably eat it? Don't worry, Mooney. You're not gonna die. Oh, okay. I was like... Oh, yeah. So because of my crazy sleep schedule, I've been waking up at like crazy hours. So sometimes I'll be up at 5, 6, 7 a.m. Disgusting hours. And you know what I did? I was like, well, I don't have... When I wake up early, I can't function. Like, I don't have the energy to go to the gym. It's really hard for me to like think and like do stuff, if that makes sense. So I was just like, what can I do? I was like, maybe I should at least try moving my body so I don't like get stuck in the jet lag. They don't say, oh. I don't know, but it's like I would like fall asleep really early the night before. So like today or yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm who would no, not stay up to 5 a.m. Wake up at 5 a.m. After I led you guys to the DGen life, I'm trying to turn my life around. But I think I told you guys before too, like when I sleep or my creativity comes from nighttime, but my more like admin productivity stuff comes from morning time. So I feel torn, you know. In the afternoon, I'm just dead. I don't know. There's like nothing happening. But or afternoon is kind of like gym time, I guess. But you know what I did? So I went to bed at like 10:30, and then I woke up at like 5:30. And I was like, wait, I don't want to wake up. It's still dark outside. I don't like when it's still dark outside. So I was just trying to like roll around for a bit. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to chill for a bit. And then once the sun rises, because I was like, wait, why is the sun not up at 6:30 by this? And I was like, waiting until 6:30. I was like, wait, why is the sun not up? And it's because of daylight savings. With regular sleep schedule. Yeah, me. Crazy, right? So then I got up and I just went outside to like walk, and it's actually pretty cold outside. But you know what's crazy about LA at 7 in the morning? No one's outside. I mean, there are people outside. Like there's like people in cars and stuff and whatever, but like there's no one. Like I walked so far. I think I walked like maybe like 2 miles. Maybe not 2 miles. Maybe like two-ish miles. And then I stopped by a coffee shop. It was empty for once. Because all the LA people, because we have no jobs, we're usually there. Because usually I'll like wake up later and then I'll go into a coffee shop and it's packed. Packed to the brim. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the guys, this is the morning. This is the morning time. I said the morning. I know, but I'm actually really tired right now. So I woke up again at 5:30 today, and then I did a walk. I just walked around. Things were not even open at this time. Like it's kind of crazy. Like offices weren't even open. I was just walking. I was like, wow, nothing's open. Things don't even open until like 10 around, like in LA, I feel. And then yeah, no one's at work yet. I finished my walk. It was like 8:30. Yeah, it's like Starbucks or something. Do you listen to music or nature while walking? Yeah, I actually don't listen to music. Is that weird? I don't know why. I guess I'm not. It's odd because I feel like I'm not actually that musically inclined. I don't really listen to music when I walk. I just think I like zone out. I really just dissociate and I just walk. And I feel like it's actually really nice though, because like you just, I think walking, if you have the time for walking, is just really good for you. It lowers your cortisol levels, and I just think like stretching your legs, being outside for a bit, even though I don't think there's like that much nature or anything. But yeah, I just walked and just like roamed around for a bit. Oh, you do it at night? Oh, that's nice. Or clear thoughts doing it? I definitely am thinking about a bunch of stuff, but it's like definitely like a bunch of really, really random stuff that I'm thinking about. So I'm always thinking about something, but I think I'm like really dissociated from like the world, except for like making sure I don't get hit by cars. Oh, the sunset's nice. Yeah. So I don't know. So I feel like this is nice. This is something that I would love to be part of, like a morning routine, is just like go out and like walk for a bit. And then so I came back, and then I was like, I don't know what to do with my life. It was 8:30. I was like, oh, okay. So I started making like different food. Like I made a like I said I was gonna make a. I had like leftover burger stuff because I've been making burgers. You want to see my burger picture? It's not that good. I did not take a good picture of it. Let me see. Look at my burger, guys. I made this. This is the other version, but I ate all the sides, so I didn't have sides today. I made sweet potatoes plus like mushroom, but honestly the burger couldn't fit that much. So I made that. It was supposed to be for stream, but you know. A personal chef? No, I would be too stressed. Oh, and then I made my Dubai chocolates. This took a bit too. I used the keto bun, actually. Oh, and then I made a burrito. Like I'm just like I'm doing like the most random things. I did not take a picture of my burrito, I don't think. Oh wait, I think I did. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm just doing random mostest, right? I'm really tired. Go like cause once you cook, you have to clean, right? So I've done like 2 batches of dishwashing. But no, it's cause well I ate them cause I didn't want to like order food. So I also like because of the burger, I had like overlapping ingredients for like the burrito. So I was like, okay, I also had like keto friendly tortilla wrap, right? And I made some eggs. I got like some breakfast like turkey sausage. Where is my And the thing is, I was gonna make this on stream because it was gonna be like content too, but you know, I was like, eh. I didn't want to stream at like 10 a.m. I was like, this is like 9, 10. I was still like dead. Okay, I didn't wrap the actually. What I learned, burrito wrapping is really hard. I got some pico de gallo. I got some avocado, scrambled eggs, the rest of the mushrooms. A little pickled jalapeno and turkey sausage with some cheddar cheese. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I got these when I was in Thailand. No, but it's actually pretty good. It's like eggs. The turkey sausage is pretty good protein. Eggs are good protein. The tortilla is like I got like a high fiber one, low carb one. The burger keto bun. Right? I got 90% lean. They usually do 80%. I did 90% lean. And then, I mean, burgers are not that bad for you because you have vegetables. I think it's really just the cheese. I didn't do any mayo. Yeah, sweet potatoes, great starch. I don't know. I think I did great. 90%, not 95%. I did 90% for the burger. No, I got 1 pound of ground beef. And I ate like I got 1 pound of ground beef. So I made the patties and then exactly. I didn't use butter. I withheld on butter even though that would have made it really tasty. I withheld on the butter. No butter in the burrito either. No, I just bought a small one cuz I did not want a huge one. So I got like yeah, no mayo. The cheese was like 1 slice of cheese. So not bad, honestly. I made 4 patties, so they're like 1/4 pounder ones. The bun, like, because it's like the keto ones, a regular bun is like 200 calories. These buns are like 70 or something. So I think I did pretty good. It was a lot of ingredients though. I had to buy like a lot of fresh ingredients. I have like extra tomatoes that I don't know what to do with, and like extra lettuce that I don't know what to do with. Just ketchup. I just dipped it with ketchup. But can I link the glasses? They're not from here. They're from this place called Owndays in Thailand. This is the brand. I don't know if they have a website. Just eat them in the day. I only like certain tomatoes. I don't like the big gigantic tomatoes. So anyway, I did that. And then not only did I clean not only did I clean, I also made this. Yes, yes, yes. I made the Dubai chewy cookies. Do you guys want me to eat one? I'm really tired. I'm so tired. I took it out like 30 minutes ago so I could show you guys. Wait, okay, I forget. I marked one because like one was like a little uglier than the rest. But I forget which one it is. They all look the same. What is this? Why do they all look the same then? I don't know which one it is, guys. I knew this was gonna. I was like, I should mark this because I'm not gonna remember which one it is, and then I forget. I guess it wasn't that messed up, so. What makes it Dubai? It's because of the pistachio and pistachio and why am I saying pistachio like this? It's the pistachio. I can't stop. Help! Pistachio and the kataifi. I saw banana. Oh, BRB. Oh my god, I can't BRB. Alrighty. Oh! Really hope this is the kind of ugly one. I don't know. Thing about it, it is really messy. Oops. I don't think I cut it right. There's no, like, easy way to eat this. Hmm. So good. So messy though. You don't understand. Maybe you do. If you guys have ever tried making it, which I think Jojo, you said you tried making it, right? So like, It's so sticky. It's so messy. Like, my pots and pans, like, they have so much, like, stuff just stuck to everything. Oh, you thought about making them. Okay. It's really messy. It is incredibly messy. I'm, like, laboring over this. I was like, this is, like, just... I can see why people charge so much for this, because not only are the ingredients expensive, it doesn't seem... It's not that complicated, but, like, it's such a mess to work with. Incredibly messy to work with. Like... So annoying to wrap and like the skin not break and like stretch it out the right amount and like mix it the right amount. You can't over melt it or else the texture's gonna be all off. But it's like it's incredibly strenuous because like you need to like make sure your ingredients don't dry out because you need to like refrigerate it too. It's not hard. Like I don't think this is like the hardest thing I've made. It's just messy. It's just incredibly messy and it takes so much energy out of you because you have to individually wrap it. And that thing, because it's like such a big quantity, it just takes longer to cook down. It actually takes a really long time. Like I had to toast the shredded kataifi. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. It takes, I kid you not, it takes like maybe like an hour. Maybe just under an hour. You can like turn up the heat, but it burns really, really easily. So if you buy it pre-toasted, I did not. I toasted it myself. And then mixing it in, like there's a lot of mixing. You lose a lot of product because like then you mold into a ball. It's very mushy. It gets everywhere. So you're losing product as you're molding it, even with gloves on, right? And you have to chill the filling in of itself, right? Chill the filling. And then making, that's like the easy part. And then making the actual like covering, this like marshmallow covering. You melt down the marshmallows, you add in like cocoa powder and stuff. It's so sticky. It's incredibly sticky. So like to get it out of your pan onto like a workable surface and then like working through the surface and it sticks to your hands like an insane amount. Now I have nails, so like you can kind of see like even just from peeling that to get that texture. Yeah, no, there's a lot of screaming. There's a lot of stuff and I was like, while it would have been amusing for you guys, I was just too tired to turn on my stream. I just didn't want to like move my equipment around. I was just like, I need this surface to work with because if I don't, like the minute there's gonna be cocoa powder everywhere. Yeah. No, I know. But like, I was thinking about it. I was like, cause I mean, part of it was like, this is supposed to be like my content for you guys anyway. That's why I'm making it. Like, I wouldn't make this just for fun without making like content from it, right? And it was like something that I was gonna do like before then. I made a test batch before already, and then I was gonna do it before, but then I came back. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But these are gonna be part of like the giveaway too. So yeah. But it's really good. Like it is very tasty. Like I eat it and I'm like pretty good. Pretty good. Well, I'm giving you this tofu. But this is for like the top contributors. So if you don't want to be poisoned, as long as you're not a top contributor, you'll be safe. Yeah, you're gonna get this. Just make sure you give me your addresses. And then you can smell Hawaii. This is what Hawaii is gonna smell like. So, I don't know. But I think you guys, it's not hard to make. It's just very expensive. Wait, why are you scared? How do you know if you're a top contributor? My people will reach out. My people meaning me. Eventually. Okay, yeah. That's the only thing I feel like I can keep track of. Everything else, you guys have to tell me. Polaroids, tell me if I owe you. Polaroids, this, everything else didn't die. Okay, to be clear, the mold was not from me. It was from Tofu after I said, hey guys, make sure you eat your baked goods within a week because it's not gonna last that long because I use fresh ingredients. He was like, yeah, no problem. 1 month later. Do you remember 3 months ago? He didn't have to eat it. He could have thrown it away. But you see? But you see, he ate it and he's still alive. So, we're good. No, I mean, I guess I can go back. I can go back and look at my... I can like try to like maybe... I hope my history goes that far back. I'm sure I'm sure I can find some patterns, right? Right, guys? If anything, I'll send. I think from like my birthday stream, and for like my PP, I owe stuff for like people who T3'd. Yeah. And I was like, I got you guys. But then, you know, something always happens. So then I didn't get you guys. So I was like, hey guys, I'm going to Asia. Oops. I'll be back though when I come back. And now I'm like, all right, guys. Surely you guys would remember what I owe you guys. But then you guys don't even remember what I owe you guys. I thought that would be like one thing you guys would be like, I thought you guys would tell me like, hey, listen, Christine, like, we've been waiting on this for so long. Where's our stuff? So I thought you guys would be able to tell me, to tell you what I owe you guys. Robert Wallace. I'm actually surprised. Oh, my bad. That is really sweet of you guys. I think I'll just send you guys stuff. I'm gonna start... What if I just start sending you guys random things from my apartment? I'd be like, you know what? You're gonna get like a sock. No, wait, no, that's my sock options. We can't do that. You're gonna get like, I don't know, a hair tie. No, I need those. I need my hair tie. I'll give you guys like a chopstick or something. I'm gonna just start sending you guys random household things. I don't know. Have my coasters? Yay. Have you used them? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start looking around my apartment. I feel like I actually have some pretty good random skincare that I haven't used. So, you know, maybe you'll get a random skincare that maybe works for your skin or not. I don't know. Oh, you don't use coasters? Oh. I'll find stuff. You know, you guys want this? I'm down to throw this in somewhere. Like, I don't even know. I don't, like, I just have some random stuff I can give you guys. Oh, you have that one? I'll try not to give that one to you. I'm gonna send Tofu my shoe. I'm kidding. I already threw away my shoe. I'm gonna send you a shoe. Maybe like a jar of peppers? Ooh, maybe a pack of emergency? You kind of want an air freshener? It's fun, isn't it? I did throw the shoe away. I did throw the shoe away. What else I got? I got like... Would you... Seasoning? Have the Hibiki? That might be a little hard to ship. A can? Yeah. No, that's already included in my care package, actually. Just don't want things to pack. Oh, actually, oh shoot! Oh my, wait. Oh, you know my lease is gonna come up, not like that soon, but like in 2 months. Oh, I don't want to think about that right now. When did they give you? When did they give you your renewal things? The hives? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I guess I will. You know, I have pens. You guys like pens? I've pens. I have. Does anyone want any of my coconut powder? It's new. This is the one that I bargained, but I ate it all. I bargained for this 1.1 kilogram of dried coconut, and I ate it all because I was snacking on it. There's not. I wanted to show you guys, but honestly, I kept eating it because it's like crack. Is your hole just within arm's reach? No, it's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty close. Not that arm's reach though, but I ate it all. It's so good. And like I really didn't want to cook. Like I feel like this was I started cooking cuz I finally made the burgers and the random burrito so I can have real food to eat, but before that, I was just eating coconut. And then I ran out of coconut, so I was like, guess I should cook. 1.1 kilos of dried coconut. Not in one sitting. It was like a couple of days. Like I started before I left. Like I was like eating it on the flight. I like the way I packed my suitcases. I was like clothes, you know, and like my makeup in another bag. And then I had to carry on like my backpack. I put the dried coconut in my backpack. I was like, I hope this goes through TSA. It's just really random. Yeah, but it's just been like there. So I've been snacking like through my 24-hour flights and stuff. But I did. Yeah, multiple because I had like a layover too. Yeah, so I've been snacking on that. Wanted I feel like I mean, sure, but thing is, Witty, a lot of that and all of that ended up in my stomach. So I don't think you're gonna profit because I just ended up eating it all. But have you ever had dried coconut? It's like crack. Especially though, it's like it has so much sugar. It's so bad, but it's so good. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm not gonna get any more after I finish my kilo, so it's okay. There's no more. It's so good. And I got this a kilo for $8. 1.1 kilos for $8. Yeah. So then, yeah, if you ever get the green one, which is like they add pandan to it, it becomes even more crack-like. Well, actually, luckily, I'm glad it's green because if it was here, I'll show you. Wait, I do have a little bit left over. See, it's like it comes in like this. Oh my gosh. Crack. So good. No, the bottom has so much sugar. I would it would be like powdering my face. Other than that, oh, right. So and then I did oh, it's stevia. Ooh, that's actually a really good alternative. I was like thinking about also maybe picking a healthier one because I cannot eat that. Like, that's like so bad for you. There's another one too. Oh, right. So I stayed at some really nice hotels because with the help of my Chase credits, if you guys did not know, you guys have the edit credit with your Chase Reserve. So you get like $500 hotel credit. They only work for certain hotels, usually the really nice ones, so it's kind of hard to make it like worth, you know? Am I on a plane yet? A plane? 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 A plane? No. Wait, why? Oh, from the V. Oh, I get it. I get it. Sorry, it took me so long. I was like, what? No. Right. I get it. No. However, yeah. However, okay. So I stayed at a really nice hotel because I was just using my credits and stuff like that. And you know, it just feels a little bit weird because like, any posters like no. Unfortunately, no. I guess it didn't pass the. Well, I didn't go to the same city actually, so maybe I have to go more local, and I'll pass through Hoi An again, but I didn't go there this time. I wish I did. It probably would have been relaxing. No, it's like okay, the hotel was great. It was fine. No, it was like top notch. But you know when people are just like too nice? Does that make sense? Like, the service is insane at these kinds of hotels, right? Because they have to. It is, in what capacity? Like, they're like, please, miss, let me get your luggages and suitcase. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. And like, they're like going like way above and beyond, which I guess is what they're being paid for, to be at that kind of hotel, right? A hotel that's like $800 a night, you know? Like, it's like, because like without the credit, like I would not stay there. I feel like it was like a very expensive hotel, like sans credit. So like, so it's like one of those hotels that you pay like thousands of dollars a night to stay at. And I was like, but they're just so nice. Like everything you need, they'll give it to you, right? Like insanely, like they're like, oh hello, miss, you know, and I'm like, oh, you don't need to say, you don't need to be nice to me. It's okay. Like just pleasantries. But like I remember like I ordered food from Grab, right? And I went outside to get it. And they're like I guess like kind of like the bellhop people were like, "Oh, like are you waiting for your food, miss? Like, you know, can I help you?" They're like, "Oh, you accidentally picked the wrong entrance. Like, let me please call your Grab driver for you," and they'll like get them to the right entrance. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And so then I'm just like waiting there, right? And this other bellhop starts like striking up a conversation with me, and I was like oh, you don't need to. I was like, I don't mind standing here in silence. Like, yeah, like, but they're like so they're like, oh, like, what did you order? And I was like, oh, I got some like fried chicken and stuff. They're like, oh wow, yeah, fried chicken's so good. Like, if you need suggestions, like they start suggesting places. Like, yeah, and you like started talking about random things. Like, oh yeah, you know, like. And then you have to like vegetables and like my girlfriend, blah blah blah, was like blah blah blah. Whole conversation. I think this is totally part of their job description. Like they have to be so fluent in English, right? And I think yeah, they have to be super fluent in English. So he was just striking up this whole conversation. He had like a whole 5 minute, and he was very like nice and actually kind of funny sometimes. So I like laughed, but I was like, but no, really. Like I can just stand here in silence. It's okay. Like you don't have to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me. But there's like so nice, right? Yeah, you don't have to be that nice. And plus, like in Vietnam, like people can be very like aggressive, right? Like a lot of people like, you know, in like Asian restaurants and stuff, where like the reviews are bad, but not because of the food, but because of the service. But that's just how like a lot of Asian restaurants are, where they're like, what do you want? Number 1, number 3, number 5, okay. And they hand you the food, and they just like leave you alone to eat your food, right? They're not doing the whole like, hey, how's your food? Is everything good here? Yeah, me too. As long as the food slaps and like it's a great price, like I'm pretty happy. Did you use a translator app? Not at that hotel, because everyone there was speaking English. It was like insane, right? But they're like, do you need water? I was like, please do not perceive me. Like I'm okay. And then like I was gifted flowers, right? But like I didn't have a vase. They just put a vase for me. They arranged my flowers for me in my hotel room. And then you can get a bubble bath for free every single night. Like they'll give you a bubble bath. It's insane. So you will get a butler come in and give you a bubble bath. and they put rose petals on them, and I was like, okay, that's excessive. I just really wanted a bubble bath because I've been telling you guys, like, I feel like bubble baths are a scam because my bubble baths are never that bubbly. They draw a bath for you, and you can just message them, and you can summon someone to come to your room and give you a bubble bath. Yeah, I tipped them. Or I tipped here and there. But it was like I didn't ask for a vase or anything. Like they would just like think of it for you. Like they would just like help you. They would just like do everything. And they'll like move all your suitcases. They'll like, do you need anything? Like blah blah. I'm like, you guys are too nice. You know how to make a bubble? No, because I don't know. I mean, I just buy like whatever bubble bath stuff, but it never like bubbles. Like I want that super foamy bubble bath, you know? The bubbles just tend to like fade away after a while. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, dude, this is like too much. Right? I was like, this is a lot. But I guess it is a very expensive hotel. Never, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they gotta like give you the right. And then like, I don't know, all the amenities are great. Like I stole the slippers because it was like silk slippers, really nice. More than like the average like cotton ones. Dawn dish soap. Are you allowed to? I guess if it works on ducks, it works on humans, huh? How much was this place? I don't know because I used my Chase credits on it. So I got like 500 off. I don't know what the normal price is. But not the robe. I would feel bad. I think I wanted to steal the robe. I didn't. So the hotel costs more than 500. Does that make sense? But I also use like my points. The robe actually wasn't that bad. I checked the site. It was 60 USD. But of course you have to represent that hotel. That's like the only, but it was so comfortable. Yeah, of course. It's a luxury. That's what I'm saying. Like this is like one of those really nice hotels. Like the ones on the Chase site, they are usually pretty up there. I would not normally stay at it, but I was like, what am I gonna use this on? Like I didn't think about it. I thought about it and I didn't think about it. And then I was like, oh, it occurred to me after I was on the plane. After I left. They leave, yeah, they leave after it's said. No, they're not like standing there like watching you bathe. They leave, but they're like, you need anything else? You know? They have like, they spray it for you. They like, you know, warm the water. And then, you know, if anything you need. There's like the food was all provided. They gave me like a glass of champagne when I checked in. It was like all this. I was like, but it's too nice. And then I was like, I was FaceTiming my friend. And I don't know why I was talking about this. Okay, wait, this is so funny. I was like FaceTime my friend, and I don't know why I was talking about this. Do you guys remember Phasmo? The game Phasmo? So like, I was walking the hallway. I was walking the hallway, and I was like pretending to like walk like I was in Phasmophobia. So I was like, I was just doing this random stuff. And like there's like a staff door, right? So like I think like on the floor there's like a staff door, right? I heard the door accidentally like open a little, and then I saw like an eye, and then like as I was passing by I like froze because, you know, I was like doing random stuff in the hallway by myself. And then I hear the door like they're like trying to quietly close the door. But the door creaked a little. And I just like I just kept walking. But in like Phasmos, I just kept walking. I was like this. I walked really fast in my room. And then I was like, oh man, this poor person just saw me. They're like, oh. I just like how they tried to like close the door. They tried to close the door, just being like, okay, they weren't summoning me. I wasn't knocking. I guess maybe they heard my voice because I guess maybe I was talking a little loudly on the phone. And so yeah. Anyway, this is why we can't have nice things, I guess. This is why we can't have nice things. But that was a little bit like I was like, imagine a hotel that's supposed to be bougie, right? Everyone's like, oh, like hoity-toity, like, oh yes, bring me my Evian or whatever, blah blah blah. And then I was just like, phasmophobia. Everyone's like, yes, could I order a side of caviar? And I'm just like, phasmophobia. Actually, they did give us. They had like bottled Evian in our in like the hotel room stuff. Like it was like bottles and bottles. Not plastic, glass. I do have a Switch, yeah. I don't really play it much though. I don't know. It was so bad though. I was like, oh, I feel so bad. And I'm pretty sure they probably like. I don't think there's like that many people staying at the hotel. It's not like a super big hotel, so I feel like. Yeah, they probably saw me around. Because you get free breakfast there. The breakfast was insane. You also get afternoon tea. You like don't need to leave the hotel. They'll feed you everything. You know? They'll give you all the food. And the spread was really good too. But, oh, don't you need like the Switch too? It's not even, you can't even play it on the normal Switch anymore. But I tried looking at the new Pokemon. I don't know if I like it. Yeah. I don't think it's like Pokemon with Animal Crossing elements. And not gonna lie, I don't think I would play that. No, this was when I was in Hanoi. Yeah, but it was like, it's one of the nicest hotels in Hanoi. Do you like it? The Pokopia? Winds and Waves? Is that the newest Pokemon? No. We had some funny moments. Yeah, we did. It's like, I don't know. Okay, sometimes I look back and I'm like, why did we play Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing, like, I think it's not a game I normally would enjoy. It's just like, I get so caught up. My ADHD gets so caught up because of the weeds, right? So I'm just weeding my island because of COVID. But you know, people really love that. Like, that's why people like the Pokopia too, right? Like, people love Animal Crossing. Wow, 200 hours? Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have as much joy. But I guess that's why people like Minecraft and like Roblox too, because you're kind of building an island or you're building like land, but I'm not much of a... I need to meet up somehow. Aww. It just doesn't appeal to me. Interesting. Because they're very similar concepts. But I wonder like how much it is modeled after each other. Yeah, it's like weird because you just keep playing the game and it just sucks you in. I know, it's hard, But I kind of wish I were a gamer because I feel like on Twitch, you're either kind of like a gamer or like you're like an IRLer. And I'm not really either of those. I'm just a person who likes to stay at home. And I'm just a person that likes to stay at home and not game. Oh, even Stardew? Yeah, I don't know. Aside from League. That's true. The only thing I play is League. Oh, reading is nice. What are you reading? The best chatter? Aw. I do, okay, League, but that's it. But like, I feel like League, you can only do League for so long. I want to be, if I'm a gamer, like, I want to be, like, excited about new games, like, have more, like, games that I guess you can, like, have teams with people, or, like, comms with people. But really, I don't. I don't like gaming. I get motion sickness from gaming. Even the new Pokemon game I got motion sickness from. So low-key, at a talk show kind of setting, you get people to yap. Maybe. I don't know. But I feel like, yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know, but there's like nothing that interests me. It's not like I haven't tried playing games, but I always go back to League. Cause like there's always a completion. Like Pokemon you complete, right? Like Animal Crossing I'm not gonna go back to, but there's not like but like League you can play one game and you can be okay. You can play 10 games and you'll be fine. There's like you can play different champions and you'll be okay. Yeah, there's really no end. But other games is kind of an end. Like if it's a storyline game, there's an end, right? Like and then after you play it once, like are you gonna play it again? And I feel like if it's a really great storyline game too, it's kinda like I don't know. To play Among Us? No, Among Us stresses me out so much. I tried. Among Us makes me sweat because I don't like lying. And I get anxiety. Like I don't talk in Among Us because I'm just like don't kill me. Don't make me the imposter. If I'm the imposter, I'm sweating anyways. You are not fine. Well, I like that you can just like go back to it and just play it, and then it'll still be slightly different but the same. Like you know the game, but you don't know what's gonna happen in the game. Whereas like a storyline, right? Like there's only so many random events that can happen in a storyline game, and usually it's probably gonna be similar events, right? Make me sick? I don't know. Actually, I'm still getting a little bit dizzy because I think I'm adjusting to these glasses or wearing glasses again. Or I'm just tired from making burgers and burrito and then cleaning and then walking. And then... Oh, and then I went to the gym. Yeah, I went to the gym and I did glutes after I walked. Great. You know what's fun? Oh my god. So... Let me tell you about. So I've been like aimlessly. I think there's been 2 days I was like aimlessly walking from my weird jet lag. Right? Hi, Dragon. Thank you. No. I don't want games that grind too much either. Cause like I feel like sometimes you just want like a good place to end, and then that's it. Like I don't want to like. That's why League is just like a happy medium, you know. Like, I don't want to have to, like, pay to win to, like, for some games where you have to, like, level up so much and then, like, you kind of have to pay for equipment or stuff like that, you know? Or whichever. Like, I don't want that. And, like, I don't know. That's why League is just chill. I don't have to think. Those are some... I don't know why everyone hates on League. For me, it's, like, the best stress reliever game. Everything else stresses me out. League, I'm just, like... I could try hard or I could not try. Never played Poe before. I could I feel like I've seen bits of it and I don't know if I would play that. I still haven't watched Expedition 33. So, anyway, so another time I was like walking, right? I was doing my walkie walk in the morning cuz yeah, but this time I was walking a little bit later. Anyway, so I was like, oh, okay. Aimlessly walking, and I was like, maybe I'll go get a coffee. And so I got a coffee, and I was like walking with my coffee just in circles and everywhere. And then you know what happened? When I'm outside, you had to learn the new combos. Oh, I see. Yeah. When I was just walking, minding my own business, and I don't know what it is. If it's just like I have a face that people feel like is very approachable and like people can just like talk to me. So I'll backtrack, right? So like for example, I was at the airport, right? I was like waiting for my luggage and everything. And this lady, instead of asking anyone else next to me, she looks at me and she's like, oh hey, like where can I get my bag for this airline? I was like, oh well, this is for a different airline. There is like a screen over there if you would like to check it. And she's like, oh, thank you, and she went about her way. And then when I was walking around, right, this other lady like came up to me, she asked me about like street parking, and I was like, another person asked me about other things, I was like I mean, I did my best to help them. Well, it was just like on the streets, and I was like, I don't know, but like I tried my best to help them. And then you know what, and then I get accosted again, right, but this time by a man. He was nice though, but like it was just so funny because like I was just walking, like doing my thing, my Phasmo walk. I know. I was like doing my Phasmo walk. Not really. I was just walking and like spacing out and like thinking about other stuff. And then he's like, hotel's insane, right? It looks just like my LA apartment. How are you, Landy? So anyway, while I was walking, I got accosted by this man. But he ended up being nice, but I was just like minding my own business. But you know what he said to me? Because he came up from behind me, right? He came up from behind me. He was like, hey, nice outfit. And I was like, thanks. Keep in mind, I'm wearing like random, I'm like not matching. Like I haven't showered. All right. I haven't showered because my sleep schedule is weird. I have not showered. I'm wearing like a cap and my hair is greasy. I'm wearing my glasses, right? I'm wearing my glasses. I'm wearing like this random, like not a cool edgy hoodie, but like a tattered old one because I just didn't want to be fashionable. And I was wearing just like random like Adidas like shorts. Not even matching colors. Like not like a chic all black fit. It was like mishmashes of colors. Like not like I just did not care. And I'm walking around in my flippy floppies, right, on the streets. Anyway, just because like I was just like I just want to meander. They are not into that. They're like, but he's like, wow, I like your fashion. I was like, no, you do not. But I was in my head, I was like, no, you do not. But I said, thanks. That came out of my mouth, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, what else did he say? Then he was like, then he was like, oh, yeah, like, where are you going? I was like, he's like, oh, are you going to the gym? And I was like, oh, maybe later, yeah. And I'm like still walking. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, wow, has anyone ever told, again, I'm giving one word answers, right? So, and then I don't know how long this guy's gonna be walking with me because I'm not even walking in any direction. I'm just walking like randomly. I'm just walking randomly, right? And then like, and then he's like, and then after he asked me, right? He's like, oh, are you going to, I was like, yeah, I'll probably go to the gym later. He's like, oh, has anyone ever told you you have a great personality? And I was like, no one has ever told me that, actually. You're the first one. So anyway, and again, like yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah, I was just, you know, do whatever. The most interesting people. He ended up being I ended up having almost like a 10-minute conversation with him because again, I was like, well, I don't know where to walk, but this guy just kept walking with me and I didn't know how to. I was like, so that's why I was like, yeah, I might go to the gym later. So, what about you? Where are you going? He's like, oh, I'm going to the bank. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, where's the bank? Because I was thinking like maybe it's close by. So then he has to go off to his bank, right? And then, no, he was with me. He kept walking with me. So I was just walking, mind my own business. And then he came up to me from behind me to talk to me, right? And then yeah, so then I was like, yeah, so because I was like basically like, oh, if he has a landmark, then I know he has to leave, right? So he's not gonna just keep walking with me, right? So then, I don't know, it was like Bank of America maybe, and I was like, oh, cool. I don't know, I don't know if there was one nearby, but anyway, so he's like, yeah, I moved to LA and like he's like, yeah, I moved to LA and my place doesn't take like doesn't pay through the apps. I have to go to check. I was like, oh yeah, sometimes they do that for the first month. I didn't follow him. I was just walking to my own thing and he came up to me and he started talking to me. And then I was like, oh yeah, so I guess sometimes they do that. I was like, yeah, so like, oh, where'd you move to? Oh, blah 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 blah. The hives, yeah, no, I don't know. I probably should take a Claritin. I'll finish this story and then maybe I'll go pop some drugs. And I was like, yeah, you know, I was like, yeah, oh, cool, yeah, you know, well, hopefully, it's like, yeah, I was like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, how, you know, I was like, oh, so you just moved? He's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I was just really, like, I didn't know what to do because I was trying to be silent, but he was still walking with me, right? And again, I just kept walking because I don't know when he was gonna leave. And then he's like, yeah, I don't know what else he said. Oh, he's Brazilian. I learned so much about him in the 10 minutes. He's like, he's Brazilian, and then he was telling me what are, he's like, oh, like, you know, are you like, do you know any other languages? I was like, oh, I know some Mandarin. He's like, oh, so you're like Chinese? I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. He's like, I was in Europe once and I dated a Chinese girl and her name was Hungry, and I was like, Hungry? And then I was like, what? He's like, oh, maybe not hungry, maybe like Hong Shu or Hong. I was like, okay. I was like, so you don't remember the person of the name, the name of the person you dated? I was like, what is this conversation? I don't know where this goes. Like, yeah. And then it's like, yeah, so it's interesting because, like, you know, he's like, I feel like when I dated Chinese, she was so calm compared to Brazilian girls. I was like, oh, really? I didn't know Chinese girls were calm. Because have you met my mom? My mom is not a calm person. And then I was like, but I guess, I don't know, maybe Brazilian girls are like, you know, not as calm. Like, maybe they're not, because, you know, I do hear, like, you know, they be feisty, and I think that's pretty cool, right? Because I think, like, being feisty is really cool. No, I don't know what to do, because I was like, I'm just trying to walk away, but then, like, you know, he's just asking me questions, and I was just like, oh, I'm going to, I just hope I was walking really far, Tofu. I got so many steps. I got so many stuff. I kept walking. I was like, this is conversation. Yeah, and then it's like they have my mom. I was like, oh, is your mom like? I was like, are you like your mom? I was like, you know, as I've gotten older, I think I've become more like my mom, you know. And then like literally we had a conversation about like parents. It's like yeah, sometimes I feel like you're your dad. Oh, you feel like you're like your dad? Like why are we having this whole conversation? I literally hit 8,000 steps. Alright. I'm not even international. I hit 8,000 steps. I'm not even. I was like, I'm trying to. Well, I just like, I didn't want to get like too lost, so I just kept walking straight. Like I was like, surely this guy's bank is somewhere, right? Like he's got to turn somewhere. But I just kept. I was just walking straight, and then yes. And then like eventually like he's like oh yeah, well I'd love to get to know you more. I was like oh sorry, I'm okay, but it was really nice chatting with you. I actually had a really good conversation with him. No, he actually was like a pretty, like, I actually had a decent conversation with him, but like I'm like antisocial. He's like yeah, it's crazy, like you seem like you're really active. I was like, no. And then I was like, you know, it's crazy, like, this is like the one time I'm actually outside. I never go outside. I never go outside. He's like, oh well, like yeah, but like maybe we can change that. Like, you want to go for like lunch or something? I was like, no, that's okay, I'm not hungry. Well, I don't like, we were walking the same direction, so I don't know. And then yeah, but I was like, you know, it's really nice chatting with you, but no, I'm not. No, thank you. You know, I'm good. And I just kept walking, and he's like, oh yeah, I like passed my bank. Like, I think he's like, oh, I think I passed my bank. It was like way back there. I was like, oh yeah, you should really deal with your bank stuff. That's super important. Have a nice day. And then of course, like, that was not the straight path I was taking. Was not the direction I had to go at all. But like, I couldn't let him know that I like kept walking because of him, right? So I had to keep walking straight. I had to keep walking straight a little longer. And then I could turn back. So this is why, but you know what? Yes, he passed by them. Imagine. But you know what? But this is great because I got so many steps in. And I got a story out of it, right? And then I think about it too, because I'm just like, you know, I really do just be minding my own business. I really do be just minding my own business, and I don't know, but like I guess I don't know. People just want to talk to me, and I'm just like I don't really know what to do about it. I'm just like, oh, dude, that's cool. Just like for like 10 minutes. Why do we need to play Resident Evil for like 10 minutes? Do they go like this? I don't expect anyone to like talk to me. I just think like I'm just chilling, like minding my own business. Like, and again, I look greasy, right? Like I don't think like I was in like my bummiest outfit. Like I just look like I honestly look like I belong on the streets in like in a Reanimal. What's that? No, but he was actually like a pretty. He was nice. Yeah, like it was like a fine conversation. Surprisingly, I don't know. You have good content. Maybe I look like I have good content. Like when I'm walking, like I'm like a side quest. Like press A to accept the lore. I don't know. There's always a good. But the thing is, right? Like if you really think about it, it was like a very boring thing. Like I was just walking for 10 minutes. Or more than 10. I don't even know how long I walked. You walk with exclamation point over your head. I do. Okay, you don't understand. Like I've been on the streets a lot. Like, but you know, but like for reasons. Or no reason. I don't know. Like sometimes I end up on the streets, right? Yeah. I did learn his name. Yeah. I did learn his name. Yes. I didn't want to like I don't want to say it because I don't know. Not that that's a very uncommon name. But yeah, I learned where he came from, his name, his hobbies. He likes theater. Yeah, he moved. He's trying to find a place to settle down. And I was like, I did not ask. He just introduced himself. And I was like, that's great. And then, yeah. From the beginning, when I told this story, is this guy foreign? I think he had a little bit of an accent. I don't know. But he's from Brazil. But I was just walking. I didn't even see, like, I guess he was, like, behind me. I don't know where he came from. And then I was just... You just started talking on the street? No, I don't like talking to people, but somehow I end up talking to people. Or they talk to me. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, if you were to be like, oh, wow, Christine, you're so good at socializing, you're so good at... No, because I do not approach people whatsoever. Like, I will never, ever, 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 ever approach people. Unless if I have to. Like, say hi. Like, oh, hello, you know? But then people, like, talk to me. And now I'm like, oh... I don't like talking to people. but once I'm in a conversation, I don't know. It just keeps going. Like it just keeps going, and I was like, oh, okay. But then like it is kind of fascinating because I do like get to learn about another person. I'm not smiling. I'm like this. You know, I try to like thank you. I am selling them. If anyone would like to purchase. Turn people. Well, you guys are different. Don't have the courage to talk to us. It is. It smells like I picked Hawaiian scent. So, all right. But okay, but here's the thing. At the beginning, I was giving one-word answers, right? Because he came to me, he's like, "Wow, I like your style," and I said, "Thanks." Like I kept it so short, right? I said, "Thanks," and he's like, "Oh, are you gonna like go to the gym later?" And I said, "Probably, yeah, later. Like not now, but later." And he's like, "What are you drinking?" And I was like, "Espresso." And then, you know, and then he was like, "Has anyone ever told you you have a great personality?" I was like, "Ain't no way." He said I had a great personality after I gave him 3 one-word answers. Like I was dimming my personality. All right? And I was like, and he's like, "Has anyone ever told you you have a great personality?" And I was like, "No, actually, you're the first person who's ever told me that." He's like, "Really? Because you're you're so friendly and so easy to talk to." I'm like, "Really?" Is it feel? Well, I just kept looking straight ahead, right? Like I tried not to even like make eye contact. I was like, this was me. Yeah. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to be mean, but like I think it was just more like I feel like once you have that, it kind of gives you like the vibes, right? You're once if a person's giving you one word answers, it probably means they don't want to talk. Cause honestly, I'm just alone in my thoughts, just minding my own business. But then we just kept going the same direction, and he kept asking me things. So then eventually I was like, all right, I have to respond. But it was like easy for me to respond because I think I am a yapper. But then I don't want to yap. But then I just end up yapping. So I don't know. Speeding up slowly. I did start taking larger steps. But he's very tall. His legs are like way longer than mine. It's kind of an unfair advantage. Yeah, so that wasn't very effective, unfortunately. Try making an angry face. Is that... Ooh, what would you order, though? Not me being the devil on your shoulder. I think, like... But I feel like that's, like, my judging face, right? Like, I'm actually judging you. Like, this is me judging you. Like, I am judging you so hard with this face. You know what I mean? Like, I am actually judging you. Like, that's my look of judgment. I think that's what I look like when I judge people. But the first time, yes, that's totally the first time a person has ever talked to me while I'm outside. No, that is not the first time. Just like the 5 millionth time. Say bye? Well, because we're walking the same direction. It would be weird if we would say like bye and then we're walking the same direction. To charge people for judging, that's free attention. Huh. Think of you, I don't know you. No, I'm not just like carrying my air fresheners around with me. Judging as a service. Anyway. But to be fair, he ended up being a really nice person. Like, he was actually a nice person to converse with. Yeah, I was just like, I'm just very antisocial. Oh. But like, what if you guys are going in the same direction? Because it wasn't like I had like a car to just like run into, you know? But you guys, you would just like, oh, bye? Remodel your house for I don't know if you want me to do that. Say you really have to poop. Does that work? Exactly, Smitty. You walk on the same friend group. You guys are like walking the same direction. You'd be surprised, Tofu. You think I haven't used that line? You think I haven't used so many different lines before? The thing is, I did have AirPods. I wasn't playing music, but I had AirPods in. I always have like one AirPod in, because honestly, I don't like having both in, because you never know when you're gonna get murked, right? So you gotta be a little bit more vigilant. And then, yeah. But unfortunately, it's not that big of a deterrent. Me not showering is not that big of a deterrent. I don't really know. Isn't there? I think so, but for some reason, I can't turn it back. Like sometimes I don't know. But I still would rather like have a little bit more awareness, if that makes sense. Have a good run. I don't even think he was running this. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. Yeah. This brings me back to that guy who was like, where did you all come from? Remember that guy in the Vegas club? Oh, just something to send him off? Oh, maybe I need to be better about that. That's crazy. I thought I was so good at cutting people off. I thought in my many years, because I used to not be, right? I used to not be. But now I'm great. You know, I'm pretty good at being like, no swiping, swiper, no swipe. So what is it? I led him on. I do not like that language. I did not lead him on. You don't have to talk to me, right? Like, literally, if you're social cues and you can't pick up social cues, that's not my fault. I'm just minding my own business. I don't want to have to do extra labor to get away from people. You can just get away from me on your own. You should just say no if you're in a rush. Yeah. But here's the thing. He wasn't that bad to converse with. And he was very polite. Like, he took the rejection really well, too. So, it was chill. It wasn't like... I don't have, like, anything against my interaction with this guy. I just thought it was, like, kind of funny. Because I was like, yeah, 100% he did not think my outfit was cool. And he does not think I have a great personality. But he just wanted to talk. No, and then leave. So basically, if I came out, I was like, "Hey, excuse me, you would just say no and then leave me?" I did not have any drip on. There was no drip. There is absolutely no drip. No, goodbye. I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, not interested? But I'm not selling you any. What if I came up to you guys, I was like, wow. Nice outfit. I was like, wow. What if I came up to you? I'm like walking, right? I'm doing what this guy's doing. I'm like, wow. I really like your outfit. Like, I think you have really good style. Yeah, but then you're leaving, but I'm still walking with you, right? And I'm like, what are you drinking? Yeah, and then I'll be like, oh, glad you know. Yeah, where'd you get your outfit from? Yeah, I said that's what I just said thanks. One word answer, thanks. Yeah, but you know, after that, they're still asking you questions, right? And then they're like, oh, where are you going? Are you going to the gym? You look like you work out. And they're like, oh, are you from Japan? You don't want to? I'm just giving one word answers. I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. No, but then I'll be like, oh wow, you like my fit. They're gonna continue the conversation. You engage once, they're gonna keep talking to you. I mean, really anyone who talks to you, right? Maybe they're cute, maybe they're not cute, right? And they're just conversing with you, and they're like, oh my god, you have such a great personality. Like, oh wow, has anyone ever told you have a really great personality? I'll get to leave. I don't know. I feel like they really want to talk to you. They're gonna keep talking to you. You look like you have such a great personality. Yeah, so imagine. Let me just do the Uno reverse. And I start complimenting you guys. As I'm walking with you with my extremely long legs and your extremely not long legs. Yeah, and then that's why I feel like if you guys are probably just continue conversation, right? If they're like, oh, you know, they're being pleasant, they're giving you compliments, they're like saying hi, and then like they're talking about like random interests and stuff, you'd probably just talk with them. Maybe they're like, whoa. Do not keep up, huh? I'm like, oh, you think I'm trying to sell you something? No, I'm just walking in town, you know? I just moved to the neighborhood. I have to go to the bank to get, like, rent money because, you know, they don't accept it through the app. Now I have to go get a check, which is really annoying. Aha, I baited! Jojo's like, really? But no, that's actually pretty common for like when you first move in. I feel like a lot of places make you first pay by like a money order or something. But yeah, see, Jojo got baited. Like, this is how the conversation went, and they're like, really? But it is like, no, yeah, no, a lot of places you can pay through an app. But also, like, usually when you, well, not everywhere, but a lot of places when you first move in, they don't accept, they want to make sure you're good for your rent. So you pay your deposit, and then you also have to do like your, whatever first month prorated, like whatever rent thing. And they usually take it in like a cashier's check or like money order, I believe. Yeah, because like they don't want to just like, and then once you're like in, then you can go in their system, and then you can like, some people have like a, like an online, I don't know, like their own app or like online system where you can pay. I'm not from here and I don't know you, but wouldn't they just be like, well, we don't know you either? Yeah. So I think that's like, so yeah, so then he started just talking about, and then I too was like, oh yeah, that kind of, then I had to chime in because of, I don't know, I had to chime in to be like, oh yeah, that's pretty common actually. Yeah, I was like, oh, so you just moved here? I was like, yeah, I just moved here, blah blah blah. Just like, oh, what made you choose this place, you know, blah blah blah. I don't know. Why are you talking? Some people like to yap, all right? A lot of people like to yap to people. I thought it was bizarre when I was from the north. We don't yap without a purpose, right? Then I went to the south and they'd be yapping about everything. I remember I was checking out my groceries, right? And then this lady who's standing, I think in front of me, right? She just turned around from her shopping cart and she just started talking to me. And she basically went through her family. She's like, oh, I got like 2 kids at home and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, oh, have you tried this before? This is really good, blah, blah, blah. And she's like talking to me. I was like, and we're just, I think like people like in the south, they just talk. Like they really just be talking to anyone. And because like you don't really have anything else to do while you're standing in line. So they're just like talking. I was like clutching my groceries like, why is someone talking to me? Yeah, so it's like a cultural thing. Anyway, I just he wants your cabbages. My cabbages. My cabbages. Yeah, so then so yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've learned to embrace all different sides, but sometimes I'm just a little bit more antisocial than others. But then sometimes I wonder like why I just let conversations go on for so long. I don't know how to end conversations. Welcome back. Maybe I should go to sleep though, because I have been up since early. Do you think I should continue to wake up early and just do walks? Thing is useful. The issue was we're walking the same way. I think he might have walked with me. If I'd turned, I think he would have turned too. You know? But we were out on the streets, so it wasn't like toilets are everywhere. Like things aren't really open, you know? Like I don't really know where I am. I was just walking aimlessly. So it wasn't like I had like an actual destination I was getting to. I was literally just walking. I was like, some fresh air would be nice, right? Yeah, and I was already holding a coffee in my hand. So imagine I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to another coffee shop. I don't even know, but I don't know if I saw a coffee shop. Like I didn't know, like I was trying, like I don't even know. I don't even know if there was like stores or anything. It was just kind of like streets of stuff. Exactly. Yeah, I'd be like, oh well, want to like hang out, and I'd be like, oh right. Also, yeah, I really do just get a. I was standing outside waiting for my grab, and this is going in Vietnam. I was standing outside, like I was just meandering, doing my own thing, and then I was waiting for my pickup for grab, and it was actually taking a few minutes. So I was standing outside, right? This guy was standing out there. He was smoking a cigarette, and then he was like this to me. He was like, and I was like, oh no, I don't smoke. Right? I was like, he's like, I think he was saying, put it in your mouth or something. I was like, no, thank you, I don't smoke. So I was like, no, big X, no, right? And he kept doing it over, and then he stopped, right? He walked away, still standing in his corner smoking. I'm still waiting for my grab, and he comes back again, and he starts telling me like, oh, like, just put it in your mouth, just put it in your mouth, just put it in your mouth. And I was like, no, right? And then I was like, no. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, I just have the most random things happen to me, and I'm just like, again, I'm just waiting for my grab. And so then I was like, no. And so then I just like turn around, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go in this random shop. No, I didn't die. But I'm telling you, like, random stuff happens. And it's like, but it was just weird because I'm like, I think he also had like some type of uniform on. And like, I don't know if he was like a security guard somewhere or something. But then I was like, kind of weird. So I don't know why he was just like trying to peer pressure me to smoke a cigarette. But yeah, life is really fascinating when you're a girl. I think you just get accosted. If you're introverted and you don't like people, it's actually the worst feeling in the world. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think it's any better if you're extroverted, but maybe they handle with a little bit more social grace than I would. It was very weird. It was like he left, right? And I think you can understand no and like no thanks, like no, I'm like shaking, I'm like this, you know. Oh, you're extroverted? Oh, and you still don't want to talk to people? Does it happen a lot when random people don't leave you alone? I don't know. Like, I don't know what the baseline is. Like, I feel like I have enough stories to tell you guys. But I don't know if my story is like that uncommon. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if it's not like, I'm sure it's not, I'm not the only person this stuff happens to. Does it happen more often than not? I don't know. I can't tell if it happens like on average more or less than another person. I have had people tell me they're uncommonly common. Never had those stories when traveling? Huh. You never had people ask you, hey, where are you from? No, where are your grandparents from? Then you don't get the to meet someone new? Yeah. Right? You're just kind of like, oh, no thanks. But not your grandparents. He was trying to be smart about it, right? So he was like, instead of saying, what's your ethnicity? He's like, where are you from? Wait a second. Let me think about this. No, where are your grandparents from? Above average in volume. Sorry. I honestly thought it was a little bit funny that he asked that. And this is a very old white man. And he was like, he had some random name. Again, I don't know how I end up knowing all these things. But he's like, he had some really random, like super white name too. Like Edward Smith the Third. I remember he had like the third in his name or something like that. And he's like, yeah, I live in either Puerto Rico or Costa Rica with his Taiwanese wife. And he's like, you can come visit me anytime. And I was like, I am not gonna do that But thank you for letting me know about your Taiwanese wife. The third. That's crazy. I was like, oh, the third? Wow. I don't know. I don't know. But now I get to just tell you guys some random stories. In front of his wife? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. How rich did he look? Not very. Hi, Peach. No, I did not, Greg. I try not to tell people my information when people ask me. Mother of Grottos. You're the third version. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. I definitely have some really random encounters. But I don't know. Maybe they happen like a little. And you know what? I don't even know if all the encounters are bad. They're just like a little bit odd. Is that all he asked? Oh, I mean, yeah. They asked for my grand. I was like, oh, they're from Taiwan. They're like, oh, my wife's Taiwanese. I was like, great. I love connecting over these things. Like, you know, and I was traveling, so he's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, existing, you know, and like all that stuff. And then he's like, yeah, you can come visit me anytime you want. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. And then that lady, right? With her brother who are from Canada, but she's actually from Dubai, and she's like, you know, you're so nice. If you ever come to Dubai, you can stay in, and you like you get married in Dubai. Like I will let you stay in my hotel for free. And I was like, thanks. But again, we never once swapped names or contact information. I don't know why people are saying all this stuff. Like you don't need to do all that. You can like say, hey, I need help, and like do you have direction? I was like, yeah, no problem. You know, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to give me all that stuff. And I just okay, but if you're trying to network, you would for sure get like contact information. They didn't ask me for contact information. I was okay not giving. I didn't even give them my name. Like I was just like, yeah, if you want to go eat, maybe try this place. And then I said, okay, bye, have a nice day. So thank you. Hers was under the stipulation I go there and get married. I was like, wow, that's very like oddly specific. I just think it was like very interesting because it was like, when you come to my country to get married, I was like, oh, you can stay in my hotel in Dubai. And I was like, huh. So I need to get married, but only in Dubai. And I was like, why did you think I'm gonna get married in Dubai? I was like, I don't understand. Like, sometimes I'm like, I don't understand how I got here, or like how other people's brains got here too. I'm sure, yeah, probably, but I was like, huh. What if I followed up? I think it was one of those like, oh, they're just being nice. Without no, exactly. I think it's just one of those like they're just. Yeah, that's what I'm just like, you don't have to offer that. You can just be like, oh, thank you. I'm gonna go now. No problem. Have a nice day. I'm totally okay with that too. But then I just got like the random one. Remember the time? It was just like when I was gonna bargain for the fake bag, but then the guy was like, real. And I was like, what? Why would you come up and tell me it's real when I know it's not real, but it's fake? Like, why would you say that to me, you know? Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should just use that line. Honestly, you guys can use some of these lines too in your conversations. But I don't think it's like bad or anything. Like most of these interactions aren't bad, but I just think it's like very like, it's just amusing to me. And I was like, maybe this is what my life is meant to be as an introvert who doesn't like to talk to people, is that I will always get accosted by random conversations. I'm just always, I'm like, mm. Is wild though, right, Witty? Have the same interactions? I'm sure they have some interactions, maybe. But I think it's also because, like, I do travel alone. Like, I tend to do a lot of things by myself. I do feel like other people probably are with groups. So with your groups, you either just really go in, like, a big group and you socialize with everyone, or, like, but if you're by yourself, I think, like, I don't know. How many weird conversations have you experienced? What do you define as weird? I find them mostly amusing. There's definitely a lot of weird ones, though. Has Ali gotten... Thing is, I do think, Ali would get approached way more, but she does have, like Cliff and Misty. Yeah. When they travel. At least, well, that's only the context I know. But people know Ali because Ali is like famous. Like when we were in Japan, like so many people were like, "Oh my god, it's Ali! Like, can we take a picture?" You know? They actually they recognize her. But people are like usually respectful. They're like, "Oh, hey, like big fan." Picture, and then they like shake hands and then they go about their way. Yeah, people like recognize Lotus on the streets. People recognize like what else was I with that got recognized? No, I don't want to be to that level. I low key, I'm like, I feel like I should, but I don't want to. What I mean? Get the same weird interaction? I don't know. I'm sure they would. I feel like if they stepped outside, they would. And I think... Wait, did I tell you guys about the Vegas thing that happened? Maybe I do have really random stuff that happens to me. Remember when I told you guys about the random sticky note on my car when I was doing my errands in Vegas? And then I feel like my friends were more freaked out about it than I am. I was like, yeah, I kind of have this weird... They're like, Christine, like, stay on the phone with us. Like, make sure no one's following you. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I was like, oh, if I die, I die. Like, I just... That happened to... Okay, maybe I do have slightly more. I don't know. And it's just weird because there's so... And then it was like before that, right? There was that dude who came up to me to tell me about Jesus. So I don't know anymore. But did you die? I have not. Blessed be. Thanks, Useful. Thanks for the T3. Welcome back for 50 months. Thank you. So you know what? Bless up. I'm not dead. I have not died. And hopefully, I mean, maybe you guys want me to, but I guess if I die, I can't stream for you guys anymore. But you know, I don't know. It's just though there have been some very, very strange interactions. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, right. So I think it's good. So I hopefully, you know, very blessed, very protected. These are just interactions where we just get some stories and we get to think about humans. And cuz sometimes I think about it too. I was like, you know, I wonder why they said that. I'm like, I wonder why they did that. And you'll never know, right? You just never know. It's like I kind of wonder like why. And then I stopped wondering. Did I ever tell you guys about the time? You have to get your like emissions testing or whatever. an immortal of you. Nah, you'll be fine without me. Someone else will get the stories for you. But yeah, there's this time, I think I told you, I was like getting my annual like emissions testing or whatever. And yeah, so like I go, I pull up, I pay. I was like, hey, they like check my thing and they're like, oh, your gas cap is loose. I was like, my gas cap? He's like, yeah, if you can just get your gas cap replaced, like it'll be like no problemo, right? And I was like, my gas cap? He's like, yeah, it's like not fully closing on your like your tank, your oil tank thing. And I was like, are you sure? Because it seems like it's perfectly fine and all this stuff, right? Yeah, my gas, yeah, I was like, my gas cap, that doesn't seem right. But anyway, like before then, he was like having this whole conversation with me while he, you know, because like it takes a while to like check your stuff, right? And but he's like, yeah, like I was like, he failed me, so like he's like, but you don't have to pay, like you just go get your gas cap and then you can come back and you can like retest it. Yeah, but it was like, but he wasn't selling the own product, right? But he was like having this whole conversation with me. He's like, oh, like blah blah blah, like I don't know. It was just like random pleasantries, and he's like talking to me about his like girlfriend and like, but like how he was like telling me about like how, again, I do not know why people tell me these things, but again, I am a captive audience because where can I go? I'm getting my car tested, so I'm stuck there with him for like however many minutes, right? So he's like telling me about his girlfriend, and like I was like, oh, cool, like how'd you guys meet? He's like, well, she was actually dating someone else. And then like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be like watching football with my girl in the weekend. I was like, that's cool. Like I was like, oh, you know, and then it's like, and he was like telling me, he's like, I actually like, yeah, she was with someone else, but then like they had a big fight. Like I won her over, and now she's with me. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. No, yeah, mine is like, it was totally fine. So then anyway, he tells me about this gas cap thing, and I was like, great. So I'm like stressing out about it because I have to get approved. And you know, again, I leave things to the like last minute, so I think it was like really close to like when I had to get it done. So then anyway, I like tell my friend the story. I was like, oh, he's like, dude, that guy was like 100% hitting on you. I was like, no, but he was like telling me about his girlfriend. Why would he be hitting on me? That's weird, right? So I have to go get my gas cap anyway. So I finally figure out my gas cap thing, and I go back and I'm just like, I don't want to install it. Can you just use this gas cap, right? And then like, yay, like it like passing. He's like, oh yeah, so like, what are you doing? Like, you want to come like hang out with me? And I was like, no, goodbye. And I left, right? And I was like, what in tarnation? What in tarnation? That, like, this is what I mean. I do not understand what goes on. Well, I had to leave. I was like, dude, that's, yeah. I was like, basically, he was like trying to get, like, ask like what I was doing, and I was like busy, and I didn't tell him I was busy with streaming, but like I was like, I'm busy, like I work weekends streaming. To get away from people? I need to do that. You're practically besties? Oh my god, that was so strange. But no, but in that case, I had to pass my testing first. Yeah. But you know what's funny, right? So the next year, when I got my car tested, I didn't actually replace the gas cap. I just bought a new one, and they just like tested the surface of the gas cap and it passed. Right? I went to a different place. I got mine tested. It was totally fine. He freaking lied about, I don't even know if you can manipulate it, because it's like a printout thing, right? They just like put the thingy in a thingy, and then like it prints out a thingy and tells you pass or fail, right? And then like, but then so I was like either his machine was malfunctioning or something was weird, but like my gas cap has been fine, and there was never anything wrong with it. Oh, they can change it? I thought it just like prints out after you test it. That's crazy. That's really freaking annoying. I had like a slight sneaking suspicion, but I didn't want to pay for a new place, right? It still would have been cheaper for me to buy a gas cap and go back than like pay for a new emissions testing that I already paid for. They just changed it past. So okay, here, right? So even if it's a scam, right? But just tell me, since I'm not a man, I do not understand why their brains work this way. Like, even if you're hitting on someone, you think it's smart to make someone have to spend more money and not be pissed to do an extra errand in their day, to think that they're gonna be in a good mood to ask them out? No. To know that, like, you think I would trust you after you try to scam me and tell me about your girlfriend that you have at home that you stole from another man? Like, you think it's no. Like, I don't know what kind of brain cell are you operating on. I only have half a brain cell, right? Like, I just don't, I cannot. I absolutely not. Like there are such things as, like, there are bad shots and you should just not take them. Do not shoot. Do not pass go. Do not even try sometimes. Like, I just like, it's infuriating. Like, I'm just like, this is like the dumb, there's like so many lows of lows where I'm just thinking about, like, guys who are saying certain things that coming out, like the things that are coming out of their mouth. Like, it's so, it's like, just stop. Like, don't do it. Right? At least, like, have put in some effort if you're gonna try to hit on someone. It's a waste of everyone's time and resources. Anger? No, because I cannot excuse this kind of behavior, right? Like, the amount of conversations I had to be on the receiving end where it's wasted my time. Stop that. Like, you know, like, I feel like if you really are seeking a valuable connection, you should try harder. You know, like it's not that hard to just have a pleasant conversation with someone, you know, or like a normal conversation with someone. And this is just conversations, a normal conversations, like a conversation that you can, like, talk with your friends, or like you talk to a teacher, a professor, a kid even, right? Like, you talk to the gas station clerk, or you talk to anyone. It's just a pleasant conversation. Is why they don't try hard? Yeah, but like, that, how does that ever work? There's no way that ever works. That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes zero sense. Zero sense. Like, in my brain, I'm like, I can't. That lady with the meme of her, like, face where she's like, and there's all the math equations. It's like, I was like, where? How did you get from 8 like to here? You know? It's just like, that's what I'm just like, where? Like, where, like, forcing me to smoke a cigarette after I say no 5 million times. After the 5 millionth time, I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not. I'm just gonna walk away. I think I do. Like, I think, like, I don't know if they see my face because maybe they're so busy spewing out whatever BS is coming out of their brains because they're trying to think of some type of response to say something. But, like, my face is like, you know, like, I'm just like, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm judging them, right? I'm like, okay, where is this going? Where are they going with this? And like, everyone does have a game. You know, the best game is to not have any game. Like, it's really just like, it's not a game. You don't have, like, you know, like, I genuinely feel like you can have the best conversation with someone with no game. Because you're not trying to, like, do some weird stuff to, like, win something, you know? Yeah. I actually think if there is any advice, I'd be like, just talk. Like I feel like everyone says this, just talk to someone like a normal person. Would try harder? You mean be genuine? Yeah. That's true. I have seen a lot of interesting NPC activity. Solid. But anyway. Go ahead, date AI. I'm sure AI would be happy to have you. Give me a side quest. If it's easy, it ain't worth having. I agree. I agree. Though I wouldn't mind if some things were easy though. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Wait, I was like, well, but some things would be. And that helped a lot. True, but I bet, Brian, when you approached people, you weren't talking, you weren't forcing a cigarette on them, and you weren't like, hey, let me tell you about my girlfriend while telling you about your gas cap that's not actually broken. I'm just failing you on purpose. Like, you're not manipulating anything. You know? Like, I feel like there's a difference, right? Like yes, some people can be awkward. They may not be like smooth talkers. That's okay. That's okay. But manipulating, and it's not even good manipulation either. It's like, it's poor manipulation. I'm like, oh, like, at least if you're gonna try to manipulate, you should be like better at it. I don't know. Not everything every day, yeah. Then it's like, pay me. Oh, is that how it works? No, me either. Do you know the quote from have you guys watched the last season of what's it, the last season of White Lotus? Where she was like, wait, spoiler. Okay, well, there's like this rich family, and the wife was like, I think in this life, I'm just not meant to live. Blah blah blah. I can't even quote it. I'm so bad. Does anyone know the quote? Cause like she's like at this point in my life, I just can't be uncomfortable. And I was like, you know what? She has a point, because I think about it too. I'm like, especially during this trip, right? I was like, huh. It's weird because I did some like rough parts of the trip, and then I did some like less rough parts of the trip. Oh, that's every season? Oh, okay. Well, wait, can I spoil it? Okay, okay, well, the dark part is that they were like really rich, but the business kind of like had some fraud, and so they actually were getting they were going under, right? So this lady and her husband decided that like they were just gonna kill each other or something, or they were gonna die, because they're like, again, I can't afford to be poor and uncomfortable. So they're gonna like have everything stripped away from them because of, you know, things. And then she's like, yeah, I've lived too long in comfort that I can't do it, so just, you know. And I was like, ooh, gritty, okay. So then anyway, but I was thinking about this too. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I feel like I've slummed it in so many parts of my life. But then there was like, I've experienced nice things too, right? And I was like, huh, am I just not as resilient as before? Because I think if push comes to shove, yes, perhaps I can slum it again, but I'd rather not. Like, I'd just rather not do things like camping or like being in a place with spotty Wi-Fi. I think I'd just rather not poop in a hole in the ground. So I think, and then now I'm just like, maybe I got soft. Like, I like hot water when I shower, you know? I used to shower with cold water sometimes because yes, the power goes out and like the water, you know, I would have to wait for the water to drop in a bucket and then rinse my hair. You know? Or like, yeah. Or like, I lived in a cockroach infested apartment and I just think I can't do that anymore. And then I'm like, am I bougie? I think I just can't. I just can't do that. Could I go without internet for 2 months? Unsure. I think if I had a bunch of books, maybe. So there's a standard. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just like, I feel like there's like certain things I can't go back to. Like poor quality in certain things. Yeah. But like I used to like, okay, because maybe this comes from like immigrant parents. It's like I feel like there's a certain pride in taking like in overcoming hardships, right? Because that's like something my parents or maybe your parents like when I was your age, like I did all this. I feel like pain is like a point of pride for a lot of people. Does that make sense? And so I think about that too. I was like, yeah, I feel like if you're not suffering and you're not overcoming something, it's like you're not developing your character, you know? But then I'm just like, but can we just be soft? Do I have to hunt for my food? Can I just like be quote unquote lazy, right? You know? But it's like I feel like a lot of it's like if you didn't suffer, it feels like you didn't accomplish anything. Yeah, but you know, we have Uber Eats, we have DoorDash. The need to know how. That's the thing. I don't even think I know how. Yeah. So I was like thinking about that too, because I was like, yeah, when I like back in my day, back in my day, like when I took international flights to save on money, for example, I have like two layovers sometimes, and sometimes the layovers would be very long, and I wouldn't book with the same airline. I would like break it up into like different airlines. So you know what you would have to do? It's like you would have to like go out of security, go back into security with your luggage, and like do all this stuff. It was actually insanely hectic for like a cheaper price, right? And so now I'm just like, yeah, I guess I am paying like for more direct flights or like whichever. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for the T3. Welcome back for 78 months. How are you? Thank you, thank you. But I used to do that, and now I think like one layover max for me. Unless if it really is a 2-layer thing. Thank you. Good night. Wait, I need to sleep too, actually. It's getting pretty late for me. I'm honestly getting a little bit dizzy. Like being in a more comfortable setting. Some gratitude. So yeah, so like I think about this too. It's like, wow, I used to do all this stuff to like save money or like whichever and just be like more uncomfortable. Oh, I have to take my drugs. Oh, that's true. Have I been scratching myself noticeably? Yeah. But I think, but that's why I'm just like, maybe I'm bougie, but I'm not yet. I haven't done the whole like first class thing, so I'm not quite there yet. I can still slum it in economy. Oh, yeah. My hives are coming back. Okay, so this is like totally normal. Cause like what if I start upgrading and I get a bidet and then I can't do normal toilets anymore? That's true. The thing is though, the first class hotel, they're still a little too nice. Still too nice. I like nice hotels. I think I'm down for like nice hotels with nice hot water and clean beds and whatever. But I don't need that. That was a little too much sometimes. While telling your stories. That's true. That's true. But yeah, maybe that's just part of life is that, you know, we just get to a point where we're just too comfortable. Like, if I had to sleep on the floor, I don't think I can anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could be a farmer on the side of a mountain with no internet. For not being wealthy? Oh, no, I don't. But I'm just like, man, it's like so hard. Who's sleeping on the floor? I can't be a farmer with no internet. I don't know if I can. I just don't think I can do that kind of physical labor. When could you ever do that? I feel like my ancestors did it. So like if again, I look back, right, on my trip and stuff and I was like, man, if my parents never left, I would have been on a farm. I would have been a local country gal farming away. And I think I'm built like that. Like my grandma climbed mountains. So like that would have been my life. I would not be here. I would be climbing a mountain. Because you have a floor to sleep on. 2 nights homeless? I have. I got really good at like slipping into like public restrooms and like I mean, luckily I could still eat. Like I didn't actually like starve myself or anything. I still like found like food and stuff, but I've been stranded plenty of times. I've had to be very resourceful. I was, but it was mainly of my own doing because I was so frugal at a certain point in my life. I refused to spend money. So I would just live on the streets. In my own ways, I've like lived on the streets because I didn't want to pay for a place. Yeah. Anyway, good night. Bye guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.